All right, guys. Well, we're back again. I believe this is going to be the end of the Boogie Cancer saga. Mostly because he seems to admit it, that he lied about it in this video. So I'm kind of curious about the happening. Somebody literally sent me, I was going to only watch part of this, but, well, I'm still only going to watch part of it, but somebody sent me this, generic user. Has everything timestamped. I don't know if he had this timestamp or if somebody else put this timestamp together. If you did this, brother, you know, I love you. You are terminally online, but I appreciate it. So, yeah, let's we're going to start where Boogie enters and a doctor comes in. His brother comes in, who's apparently a doctor, to run defense for him and, you know, I guess lie. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I'm just curious, and let's just get it started. Let's just... let's go.
Would I care if he caught a bullet just sitting there? I can't imagine. Like, it's like.
Oh, sorry, that means to be. I'm a weird guy.
This guy
I think they're talking about Trump.
It's Trump.
Sorry.
So ha 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 ha.
Ah, they're talking about Destiny. Okay.
Like what?
Merging timelines, guys.
What are you doing?
Isn't it funny that Destiny comes on, destroys Boogie for 15 minutes, and then gets himself into trouble with like his incredibly insensitive take about the guy that got taken out on by the you know what I mean, with the Trump situation. Like how it's crazy.
Yeah, here's the thing about that too. Like this,
I guess you gotta admit Destiny does not seem to care about optics. So for better or for worse,
he's gonna be fine. He'll be able to
we talked about this in another video that we don't have to go into it.
get over it. Most of his fans are psychopaths too. The thing that's gonna fuck him up is
on Twitter though.
When he wants to go up, when he wants to move up a level and become a serious like political figure. That's finished. That's over with.
Yeah, he's right about. I agree with that. It's not just this kind of stuff, but in general, like, listen, I enjoy Destiny. He's a very smart person. You know, he's good at debate, and he's also smart. I think that he believes in what he's saying most of the time. But there's a level of immaturity and lack of empathy that I think might hurt him a little bit. You know, who am I to say that? Who am I in general? Like, I'm nowhere near his size. Well, I'm like 3 times bigger than him. Physically. But, you know, I kind of agree with that. I feel like that's, but, you know, whatever. I guess whatever he's doing is doing something. Thank you so much for the $10 from Deck. Hey, Gutterson. Sorry for derailing the topic at hand. Do you think things could play out to be beneficial for Destiny? He's edgy, but I can't help but support him through all this. I mean, he's not going to lose anything. So, I guess people are talking about him. That's the thing. He rage baiting a little bit. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he's definitely not losing anything. Elon Musk confronts Destiny in Twitter space. Okay, well, let's continue.
He's a drama tuber for life, Keemstar. He's just like us. Mr. Smart College Dropout is just like us.
Well, I don't think it's quite like that. I mean, that's a little presumptuous of you to say, but
dropped out of college too, by the way.
Yeah, Destiny's
just a drama tuber.
Destiny's a fucking lol cow.
I disagree. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess maybe he has his lol cow moments sometimes, but to say that this guy's a lol cow is very unaware. Thank you for the 4-month medium gut from Tyler Jelly Welch. This cancer shit gave Boogie another month of mortgage payments. How much lower do you think he'll stoop to next time? I don't know. You know, my wife said to stop engaging with Boogie because he's getting the attention he wants, but I can't help myself, okay? I also slow down the car when I see car wrecks on the side of the road. After bitching for 20 minutes, why the fuck are these people slowing down for this fucking car wreck? Who cares? And then I take my turn and I watch. And that's what we're doing.
I've looked into that guy over the last couple of days, and whether it's him defending...
Well, thank you so much for $2 from Honey. Will this make a Boogie more famous like Trisha? No. Well, the thing is, here's the thing with Trisha. Trisha... I've been reflecting on this because I know I criticized Trisha, and I think rightfully so. But I think I was a little too toxic. You know, I think the atmosphere in general was toxic. You know, so I wish I wasn't as mean. I like if I was going through the Trisha controversy now with the same tone that I have now, I would have been happier at the criticisms. But that being said, Trisha's entertaining. Trisha's an interesting, entertaining person who's like she can be funny and interesting and relatable. The Boogie can't. He's not a person. So.
Rapists in jail?
What?
Whether it's him days, and whether it's him
let me see.
He's a fucking lol cow. I've looked into that guy over the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah? Wow, you did some work, Boogie? Holy fuck.
And whether it's him defending rapists in jail.
What? I mean, I unironically have too much understanding of Destiny's lore. What is he referring to?
Whether it's him laughing at the murder of a fireman.
Who is he talking about? The guy who lit himself on fire? What?
Whether it's him backing Israel.
The virtue signal. Holy fuck. What a loser. What is he talking about? I feel like these aren't true. I know way too much about Destiny. Does anybody know what he's referring to?
Whether it's him saying he's in favor of genocide.
He's not in favor of genocide. Okay.
And I have all the...
Like, Destiny struggles to communicate. Well, he doesn't struggle. He intentionally struggles to communicate. He sometimes says edgy shit, which he shouldn't do, and it hurts his message. So for people who might believe some of these things, I mean, he does support Israel, but he obviously doesn't support a genocide. Understandable. But he doesn't support genocide.
These receipts, by the way. Oh, by the way, hold on. You know, if we're going to talk about...
Boogie, I'm sorry. I can take you as seriously as I could take a Destiny right now on the World Cup thing.
Oh, no. Destiny's take is he backs Israel and not Palestine?
Yeah, you know why? Yeah. Because his wife left him...
I think... What?
For I'm thinking an Arab man? And so since then... No,
what the hell is he talking about? Is he just saying things at this point? What is he talking about? She left him for like a weird emo. Destiny's been backing Israel consistently. I back Israel too. I'm more on the side of Israel. I don't like the horrible things that are happening. I don't excuse all the actions that the Israeli government are engaging in. But I generally back Israel, our ally in the Middle East, our strongest ally, that are set to the, you know, highest moral standards than anybody. I mean, there are literally countries gassing their own citizens, and nobody cares about those because I don't know why. But since the Jews are doing something bad, we care a lot. And it makes sense because they're our ally, so we should hold our allies to a high standard. But I mean, they're the most progressive country there. They're the freest for their own people. They definitely shouldn't be getting away with everything that they're doing. But, like, yeah, I generally back them. So, yeah, I don't think that's a hot take. You know, hopefully we can come to a two-state solution. Maybe some reparations to Palestinian people to set up their own, you know, country. Third party, you know, maybe Egypt or some other Middle Eastern ally or person on good terms with Palestine and, you know, Israel and the United States and other countries to be able to facilitate that ceasefire for a while, and hopefully things can heal. But I generally support I support the existence of Israel. So
I'm telling you, I've been reading this shit on Twitter all day, by the way.
Shit.
Hey, by the way, Destiny. Hey, by the way, Destiny, when you let your wife fuck other men in front of you, turns out she might leave you for one. Who knew?
Ooh,
Who knew, Destiny?
I think the reason Destiny's wife left him is more because he's not, he doesn't, I think, from what I understand, he's not super emotionally attentive, as he probably could be. He does spend a lot of time working. I don't think it has anything else to do with having sex with other people. Just to be clear, you know what I mean? I think it's more of an emotional thing, but...
By the way, I wanted to show you something real quick. There's a clip I want you to play on here.
Oh, God.
I have it on my...
I like this. This is like the performative Boogie's feeling like a real man moment, where he's like, yeah, Destiny, fuck yeah, but when Destiny's in the chat, if he has, and he starts screaming and he's just crying, but like when Destiny's gone and he's had like, you know, 4 days to think about, he just brings up a bunch of shit I've never heard of, which communicates to me that's probably not true. Only because, like, I know too much about Destiny, like, embarrassingly so. So, like, I've never heard these before, so...
Twitter feed right now.
Okay.
You remember how Destiny came in to my live stream, or to our live stream, after doing about 10 minutes of research on polycythemia, after reading about it on Wikipedia, and then...
Well, what's funny is none of this matters, because Boogie admits at the end of this that he faked it. So the tough guy act doesn't even last. Oh, my voice cracked.
Like, oh, I know all about it. I know way more about it than you. I know way more about it than your doctors. Well, you know who else gets tired of that shit? Joe fucking Rogan. Can you play this clip?
Yeah.
Is it the clip of Joe Rogan making fun of Destiny for looking on Wikipedia? Anybody who criticizes Wikipedia, in my opinion, is a stupid person. I don't mean to be rude. You know, if you want to say Destiny doesn't have a deep understanding of what he's talking about, maybe that's true. I don't know if I agree with that, but maybe that's true. But Wikipedia is like the most sourced collection of information that exists on the internet. Name me one better source. So, like, I don't... I don't understand. Like, show me, like, I don't really care. Joe Rogan's cool. He's like he's an everyman, but it's Wikipedia is a pretty well sourced piece of situation. Potentially, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Thank you for $5 from Funky or Bish. His cancer doesn't even require any serious treatments, which is actually disrespectful to people who have watched family go through his chemo. Bro, He's literally goes, and one day he's like, guys, I'm having a bad cancer day. I can't show up to the function. And then the next day he's like, yeah, my cancer is like the Polly Pocket Princess of cancer. Whatever he fucking said. It's like, dude, pick a fucking side. And yeah, I'll make sure to censor things around the 30-minute mark.
Put it in the Discord chat, please.
All right. He's about to show graphic footage. Whoa. Is he going to show the girlfriend that he parades around for, you know, explicit content because he's too lazy to actually do some fucking work on the easiest job that ever exists? And I'm proof of that. Like insanely, like what? Wow, let's see what we got.
Oh, so we're gonna beat Destiny by saying Joe Rogan saying he doesn't like Destiny.
No.
Here we go. Okay.
I don't think Destiny gives a fuck if Joe Rogan doesn't like him.
All my DMs and shit are fucking showing. Of course. How do I do this? Okay.
So what's worse, saying a guy gets shot or faking cancer, Boogie? What do you think?
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go, guys.
It's so ridiculous. He does a Wikipedia search and then just starts going after things like he's an expert.
Yeah.
It's just.
I can barely hear it.
It was a fun time. It's a really fun time.
Yeah.
Fun time for watching people flail.
Yeah.
Wow, he's really got him on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So for those of you who don't know, Joe Rogan said Destiny reads Wikipedia and then acts like an expert. That's what he said.
That's what he did with COVID.
That's exactly what he did on our show.
He did the same thing. He just read the thing. But that's not why he got you. How he got you was the money.
My medical records, and I'm never going to show my medical records. Okay. By the way, I don't believe he was going to give me $5,000 because here's the thing.
I mean, I do. Destiny has a lot of money. I'm sure he would give you $5,000 if he said so.
I restored my Twitter today for one reason and one reason only. Because you can search how many times I've said on Twitter, how many times I've said on the show. You'll never see my medical records. You'll never get them. You'll never get them. You'll never get them. And I sent something to Keemstar that night. He was just going to move the goalpost, by the way. You know, Destiny's not a fucking doctor. You know who is a doctor? My fucking doctor. He's the one prescribing me all these fucking medications I'm paying for, most of which are only because I've been suffering from polycythemia for the last 2 years. You know who?
See right there? He didn't say Vera. Freudian slip on that one, buddy. He didn't say Vera.
You know who is a doctor? My doctor.
You know who else is a doctor? Not
so stupid because like that's we know, Boogie. Bring your doctor on. Show us your medical records. Your doctor would have medical records as a reflection of what he has to say. No.
In Destiny, my brother. And by the way, my brother has seen my medical records. He's been here since the diagnosis.
Why don't you show him?
Why did I show him? Because I've shown him my whole fucking life. He's my brother. He's a healthcare professional.
I honestly don't even really believe he has a good relationship with his brother, because Boogie is just not valuable as a person, and I just don't see. He's the kind of family member that you cut off. The way that he acts on YouTube, if he's willing to lie about cancer, this is the type of, you know what I mean? Like, it's more than just that. He's the type of person to, like, you know, try to completely expend a relationship to just extract resources from somebody. So I don't believe that him and his brother are close. But
so when I got diagnosed with
MD, he's not an MD, and he's your brother.
It doesn't matter. He's an MD.
He has a doctorate
in public health.
Your brother loves you and is a biased. Your brother loves you and is a biased narrator. And I absolutely.
That would be true, but I don't think that they like each other.
I do believe he would lie for you. He loves you. By the way, no disrespect to your brother. I would lie for my brother too.
Yeah. My brother would. Just to be very clear, my brother would.
What kind
He's not going to ruin his goddamn
brother.
Hold on.
Well, especially if you're not an online person, it makes sense that you'd lie for your brother because it doesn't really matter to your real life. You know?
What kind of doctor is your brother?
He has a doctorate in public health and education, and he's practiced as an epidemiologist.
Wait, public health and education? Is that like a fucking medical doctor in any capacity, or is that like somebody with a doctorate? Is he confusing somebody with a doctorate with an actual doctor, or like what?
20 years. So he says disease specialist.
So how would he know?
Oh, maybe he must be a specialist on you, but he's your fucking disease.
Disease.
You have a disease?
Yes.
You have AIDS?
I have. No, his brother's a disease specialist. He's epidemiologist.
Yes. Okay. Even the motherfucker.
I think the point that Keemstar is trying to make is that, like, what does it matter that he's a disease specialist if polycythemia vera is cancer and not a disease?
Destiny, by the way. Even this motherfucker has to admit I either have polycythemia or polycythemia vera. So if nothing else, I spent the last 2 years dealing with a deadly fucking disease.
You literally said it was like the fucking a walk in the park. It's not deadly. Even if you had polycythemia vera, you'd have a 20-year life expectancy. Very easy to treat. What?
I've spent money on fucking treatments, on medications, on fucking doctor's visits, for 2.5 years. I'm not making this shit up.
Who cares? I don't give a shit. Who gives a fuck? Go bankrupt. Who cares? Stop paying for your medical treatments. Who cares? Bro, if I heard some fucking poor person that doesn't have, like, that works, like, fucking, 2 jobs, it's like, I can't pay for my medical bill, I'd be like, damn, that's fucking brutal, man. I'm so sorry for you. When I hear some asshole who had to beg somebody else to make a podcast for him because he's too fucking lazy to just do his own work and make the easiest engage in the easiest content sphere that's ever existed in the entire world, after he has enough fame to actually produce content every single day and make a living, but instead he would barrage his friends, please make a podcast for me so I can show up for 2 hours a week and do fucking nothing. I don't care. I don't care how much money you have to spend. Okay? I don't care. I've hit my... I don't care. Nobody cares. All right? You obviously are not spending that much money on it. You're just lazy as fuck and refuse to do something. You have insurance. I'm sure you hit your deductible. I have for the year. I'm spending a lot of money on medical shit this year. Okay? Trying to have babies. All right? You don't see me going on, guys, crying like a fucking asshole about it, because when I need money, I try to put more time into my work. And I'm very fortunate to have a job that will generally yield more money the more time I put into my work. Boogie has the same job, but he refuses to put more time into his work. Okay, I don't work that much. Maybe 30 hours a week with offline stuff, That's not a lot. I'm very fortunate Boogie could do the exact same thing. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to. He's lazy. He's not the rest of you guys who are working in a fucking job where, you putting, more effort into your job doesn't mean you're anything. You put more effort into your job, you're probably not going to make more money unless you're a stripper or something. God bless you. I don't know. A waiter, waitress. So who gives a shit? Who fucking cares about this guy and his fucking medical bills that are probably capped out at like $5,000, which is a lot. But again, he's in a content space. He could just produce more content. He refuses to do so. And the fact that he has refused to increase the amount of work that he's doing communicates to me that he's not in financial restraint or in a financial situation that's difficult, or else he would do more. So, yeah.
When my doctor tells me it's probably cancer, I believe my
I hope your doctor told you that, and I hope that it is.
Fucking doctor. Now, there's one mistake I didn't know. Hold on.
Stop. Probably.
Not good.
Probably cancer. Probably.
The only thing I have not done to confirm it, and I said this last time, is I have not done the...
I have not heard that it exists. I haven't confirmed that part.
Bone marrow test for 2 reasons. It's expensive, extremely painful, and extremely invasive, and I don't want to get it fucking done.
Well, the problem...
He's not going to get it done. He never was going to get it done. It's just another thing that exists to stop his ability to treat this or find out if he really has it.
is you told people you did had cancer. You didn't say the doctor said you probably had cancer.
He did say he does say I have cancer. I'm saying probably because of the goddamn narrative, but he told me I definitely do. The
narrative.
Markers are in my fucking blood.
Markers being in your blood for something doesn't mean that you have the something. It does not matter. It does. Markers don't mean you have a thing.
Destiny wouldn't fucking agree to that. He doesn't fucking believe it unless he sees his medical records. I have witnesses. My fucking brother is a witness. My girlfriend is a witness. My
2 of the most unreliable people.
Best friend is a witness.
Just to be clear, anybody who's friends with Boogie is not a good person. I don't care. I know that we don't do by association stuff all the time. If your friend commits a crime, obviously just because you're their friend doesn't mean that you're a bad person. But Boogie is a perpetual bad piece of shit person. So or maybe they're just victims of his manipulation. I'll give him that. But if you're friends with somebody like Boogie, I don't think you're a particularly good person. What kind of person would do that? Would be that friend? Because even if you're just letting yourself get rolled over, steamrolled by some asshole like that, toughen up, be a little better, set better boundaries. Don't be this guy's friend.
Doctor's a witness. Every nurse in that goddamn office is a witness. They've all sat there while I'm on the phone with my doctor when he says cancer, cancer, cancer over and over again. We're treating me exactly the same way you would for cancer.
There might be a similar treatment pattern, but that doesn't mean you have the cancer. And also, if you did, it's not that bad. Hate to say it, it's not good. Nobody wants it. It's not that bad. Okay, it's like having AIDS now. AIDS sucks. Last time I checked, you get medication that basically makes it completely go away. You just can't eat after 8 o'clock at night. That sucks. So somebody's like, oh man, I have AIDS. Oh man, do you have the meds? Yeah. Oh, that kind of sucks. We're done with the conversation. So, okay.
Only thing I have not done is the bone marrow test because it's invasive, painful, and expensive, and I probably will go ahead and go through with it now just so I can shove that shit in Destiny's face.
Wait, whoa.
I thought he said he was going through with it now. Why would he say he's probably?
Whoa.
What?
You're going to fucking give the medical records after the bone marrow thing, but not just do it now and knock it out? That makes no sense.
No, I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to call Destiny and be like, Mom, you never get my medical records. I'm not saying that.
What are you going to own him if you don't show him?
Like I said, I'll never get the fucking money. I have no interest in the fucking money. It's make-believe internet
No interest in money, but I will scam my fans for it.
money anyway. I don't think Mudahar would give me $50 if I was trying to get change for $1,000.
Yeah, I do think that Mudahar is a pretty reputable guy. I definitely believe that Mudahar would give him a lot of money. Now, here's the thing. Do I think that they would have offered as much money if they thought that he was telling the truth? Probably not. Okay, so like that's the thing, is that we all know he's lying. He admits it in this anyway. That's why they're willing to like say that they'll give that much. So we all know that they're lying, or he's lying. But like, yeah, I think that they would hold to task. Yeah.
I got the medical records right here, but you can't see them. Guys, see them right there, but you can't see them.
Here's the thing, Boogie, right? Like, people like Mudahar is live and die by the reputation.
Why would, even by this logic, you're going to get the bone marrow test just so that you can call Destiny and say that you got it and it said you had cancer, but you're not going to prove it, so it means nothing.
They say they're going to give you $50,000 and they don't do it. The internet's going to fucking collapse.
Well, they'll never give it because they'll never get my medical
So,
records.
like, that money is almost good as a printed check.
To go back to Destiny, this is why fucking Destiny chose this particular battle. By the way, I heard a lot of bullshit. Destiny's mom died of cancer, so he takes personal offense. My dad died of cancer. He died of black lung, which became lung cancer.
Well, at least he didn't have to see you grow up, because you're such a disappointment. Holy fuck.
And he drowned in his own blood.
That's
my mother
terrible.
sat by his side.
Oh, yeah. Well, my dog died of cancer. What is this, the Cancer Olympics? Shut
My dog actually did have cancer. That's what the doctor said. Doctor said that he might have cancer. He has the markers for cancer. Now the doctor, this was like a long time ago, it was my dog Ziggy. The doctors were like, hey, listen, like we could do his test and like confirm it, but we've seen this like 100 times before. This motherfucker has got cancer. He's probably gonna die, because he was already fucking dying. I'm like, damn, that's sad. So we put him down and I cried a grown-ass man. And I went to work the next day, and then I called out the next day after that because I was so sad. Or no, I called out the next day after that, and I was sad, and I stayed home, and I thought to myself, I said, is it too soon to jack off? And I did, and it made me feel better. And then I had a dream the next day that Ziggy was cuddling me in bed. But that was unrelated to the jacking off part, just to be clear. So that was so sad, you know?
I'm just saying, if you're fucking offended by my cancer, Destiny, because your mom had it, my dad had it. You know who else fucking died of cancer? My best friend of 30 years till she died a few years ago.
A lot of people die of cancer.
Boogie.
It's just a flaw in the human design.
Are you going to apologize to Wings Jr.? Are you going to apologize to Wings Jr.?
What the fuck is that about? What does that mean?
Wings Jr. I would have
said if it wasn't for you.
You lied about your cancer.
No, Boogie, me and you were going down the same path, and when you stated that you got cancer from testosterone, I was on testosterone as well, and I stopped taking it. About 40% of the reason I stopped taking it was because you got cancer.
Because when you're on testosterone, you can't have it.
And now
It
he
prevents
can't.
you from getting pregnant. It prevents it.
And now he can't fuck his wife because of you, Buggy.
Yes.
Testosterone, if you Google this very simple thing, your doctor should have told you, while you're on testosterone, you most likely can't get anybody pregnant. In fact,
you faked cancer and it stopped Wings from having a baby.
What the fuck is happening?
I haven't faked shit.
Well, Boogie's making a valid point, which I don't know if it's true or not. Because
Well, yeah, when you're on testosterone, like generally speaking, it makes it like very difficult to have a kid. That's why people will, detransition or come off like a test cycle when they want to have kids. So
it's like my doctor kind of like fastballed the fuck out of it. Like he's basically like, all right, you got low T of a 92-year-old man. We're going to start giving you these shots. You got to take them like once a week. And like, he didn't really explain anything about it.
Wings, listen to me. Take my advice. You don't need testosterone. If you want to have a baby with Kelly, just pull out your phone in the middle of sex and look up that BBC transgender.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. By the way, can we talk a little bit more about the man who did 10 minutes worth of Wikipedia research and then came in here to blow my fucking life up?
Makes you feel better.
10 minutes of Wikipedia research blows your life up, then you have a pretty pathetic life, huh?
Did you know he said he's pro-genocide?
Yes, I've heard that.
Crazy.
I have a clip of him saying that if you want to see it. I also have a clip of his wife kissing another man in front of him if you want to see that.
The cat's out of the bag with all that stuff.
Oh, I have a clip of Destiny's ex-wife dancing with ABBA. Oh, fuck. Oh, I have a clip. Okay, that's great, man. Do you have a clip or do you have a mag?
Yeah, I don't know how interesting that is. You're interesting.
I think it's very interesting.
I bet.
Nobody thinks it's interesting.
I think it makes you feel better.
I'm curious because I know about him being a cuck. I mean, that's pretty known. Like, I'm not talking shit. He literally is a cuck.
I mean, I don't think he literally is, but that is the meme. It is funny.
But
and he's got like a little bit of beta energy. That's probably where he gets the cuck stuff from more than anything else. But
the genocide thing, what's the context with that? Why is he pro-genocide?
He's not pro-genocide.
Well,
He doesn't believe what's happening in Palestine constitutes legally or the definitionally as genocide. He'll talk about how the numbers for like the death rates for Palestinian combatants versus Palestinian citizens, civilians, is within the normal range for urban combat within the Middle East. Which, by the way, those numbers are horrific because they have very low regard for human life and some of those areas for their own people even. So, that's pretty much it. It's still terrible. He could probably be more empathetic in his expression of it. But I don't think it needs to be genocide to be an awful thing that's happening. So
let's play the clip and find out. How about that?
Okay.
Is it the Palestinian Israelite stuff?
Here we go. You'll see.
All right. We got another clip from my friend Boogie.
New clip there.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, sharing stream. Looks like it's this one. All right, and then to the audience.
And I think another part of the context he brings up is that it's like a war, blah blah blah. There's like a bunch of stuff. So
here we go. 22.
Oh, this is the TOS moment you guys are saying visually. All right, let's take the video off the screen.
It's not going to give us much context. But
honestly, I'm pro-genocide. It sounds really shitty, but like.
Well, I can see why. Just to be clear, if you watched it, he's not saying it he's not actually saying it next to these things.
I think that Israel should just draw its fucking borders about where.
That was a joke. I remember when he said that.
Yeah, it was like a weird joke he made. Yeah.
Hey, Destiny, that's a fucking joke, you dummy Boogie.
Oh my God.
That was a joke.
All right,
Boogie.
He looks like such a fucking idiot now. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
here's another one. Here's another one where you got
Boogie. Hold on.
Well, here's another one. So you gave him shit for only doing 10 minutes of Wikipedia research about your lying cancer, but then you did 10 minutes of Twitter research about him being a bad person. That's crazy. Holy fuck. He had to have known that wasn't real. There's no way that Boogie would be that stupid. He's the person isn't he constantly, like, you'd think as a social media person, he would be fucking, like, media savvy enough to know what would be constituted as like honest versus dishonest.
Hold on, stop. Listen to what I'm saying.
What?
Don't send me videos of kids dying to play on fucking stream. Like,
Yeah,
come
Jesus.
on,
That's
bro.
fair.
What are you doing?
Well, this is just Andrew.
Yeah, you're right. I never would have thought that. I'm a fucking dumb idiot that never even considered that. Okay, good stuff. Good job, Boogie.
Tate reading some of his DMs. So let's try that one. Maybe that's interesting.
Is there more kids dying?
No, there's no kids dying.
I can see it now. Boogie got out of faking cancer because he showed kids dying.
Okay. Thanks so much, Maddie, for the small gut.
I just look at it this way, like a lot of the shit Destiny says is because he's protected by a fucking ocean.
Not
I don't know what that means. OSHA? Ocean?
anymore.
What does that mean?
He ain't protected from shit.
All right, here we go.
What does he protect? Didn't he just get doxxed? No, I heard he got swatted last night because of like wild shit he was saying about the Trump stuff.
In it now. Okay, that's a picture.
What did you say earlier about all the white women sleeping with the migrants? This is Ben Shapiro's mate's wife kissing some Turkish dude in front of him.
No English, no. I'm just going to Saskia. Come on, get him from the Saskia.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Surprise, surprise.
I think I'm going to put some after. Okay. I'm not okay with it.
Oh, you licked it.
Hey, don't lick that
lick somebody's face.
Unless I want to watch it.
She just licked his face. Destiny just got busted with a bunch of Instagram DMs, which you're going to read out.
No, I'm not going to read
I mean,
no.
to be honest with you, anytime you reference the sex trafficking rapist, I'm probably just not going to care about you or anything that you say, think, or feel. Don't care about sex trafficking rapist guy who quite literally brags about it and has like his entire stupid idiot Discord or whatever full of like bragging about grooming girls. Don't care about him. Disgusting, degenerate, sex trafficking rapist. Never. I don't think I would ever look at this guy and go, hey, he said a thing that I agree with. Even if I did, it wouldn't come out of me. I don't really care about his perspective on getting his ex-wife kissing a Turkish guy on the cheek after he sex traffic rapes women. So don't care at all. Fucking beta mentality to even bring this up. Good job, Boogie. You're a fucking loser. So, good stuff.
You said you were
Instagram DMs?
Team White. These are your people.
So his wife follows me on X, and I sent her these and said, are they legit? And she says, I have nothing to do with him anymore. I think that was her response. Something like that. I don't want to talk about what the DMs were, but it was normal conversation. But I didn't want to get into this, but all right, let's go.
Ready?
Okay, go
I don't
on.
know if I can make them fit fully on the screen. We'll try.
Okay. I have to read the DMs.
You have to read the DM.
I don't want to read them.
Why? There's a lot of them, but let's do a little. You just read this only one. He sends a porn video of some feet exposure to a girl. And then she says she has to watch it on mute. And then what does he say after?
Yes, ma'am. If you can, give me a discreet vid of your lil feets.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Who's your fucking mate?
Isn't he the one who called me some sort of sexual deviant because
Well, you guys are sex trafficking rapists, so.
I'm allegedly a human
His
trafficker?
wife fucks other dudes and he sit
Because you are.
there messaging fucking underage girls. Can I see your little feeties?
What is he talking about underage girls? One. Number two, this guy, like I saw the Willie Mack video where this guy like basically admits that he fucked a 15-year-old girl that he groomed into being his bottom bitch or one of the two. The fuck is he talking about?
You can't get feet pregnant.
These are your white streamers?
You can't get feet pregnant, by the way. I want you to know that.
Great
you could
sex,
jizz on a
yeah.
woman's feet about a
I'm
million
gonna play this
times
game.
every day, and you'll produce precisely 0 babies.
Good stuff, brother.
So weird.
Very
so
weird.
weird.
Is
And
that
you think
real?
I'm the enemy?
I
I'm not the
have
enemy. I'm
no
just
clue.
playing.
It's hard to tell because
Yeah.
anybody could take a picture of Destiny and throw it on a fucking like Instagram.
Well, Chad is,
Well, I'm gonna.
Chad
I'm
is asking
convinced.
me to stop letting Boogie deflect, but I kind of enjoy him deflecting. Let him deflect a little bit longer.
Because look, the only conversation there is to have is, did I fake cancer? And the answer is
Yes. Admit it later.
no. Is there
Yeah,
one
let-
test I haven't gotten? Yes. Am I sitting in a room when my doctor looks me in the face and says, we're treating you for cancer because you have cancer? Yes. Has my girlfriend
The doctor might have said like, hey, listen,
heard it? Yes. Has my brother?
polycythemia and polycythemia vera have the same treatment, metric, blah, blah, blah. I believe that, but he's going on about how he has cancer, saying he has a bad cancer day when he has the Polly Pocket Princess of Cancer. So I'm not trying to be rude or dismissive, because if you have this, it probably isn't fun. It probably sucks. But I mean, based on the context, yeah.
Brother seen my medical records where it says it? Yes. The
I know I
only
should be
thing I'm
better
not
than-
doing
I should be
is getting
better-
one fucking test done. That's it.
I also don't care if Destiny likes feet, because I do too. Who cares? It's feet. Who gives a shit? All right, I don't fucking care. It's better than being a sex trafficking rapist.
It's no
I
word
should be
against
better at
mine.
this, Boogie.
Go,
But I thought
go right.
I was under the impression this week that Keemstar was getting you tested definitively if you have.
We talked about it. We talked about it.
I want to talk about it right now. This is my plan. All right. The money that was offered is insane money. All right. We put that money in a trust. I think it's like up to $70,000. We put it in a trust. You go test to see if you have this cancer. If you have it, you get the money. If you don't have it,
Then I don't have cancer and I'm fucking
then
free.
everyone gets refunded.
Yeah, and then what a fucking win-win. I've lived the last 2 years being treated for cancer that suddenly goes away when I get tested. Mwah. And
Well,
otherwise I
wait,
get money.
wait, wait.
Mwah. There's no downside.
You're looking at you're getting tested off your dime, and if you don't have cancer, you're cancer free. But if you do have cancer, like you think you do, you got $70,000 windfall.
I have no clue how much money is actually promised, but how much will it go into that trust? I bet it won't be nowhere near that 70K.
I mean, like you can set an escrow up. You can set escrow up that everybody
That's
can
what I'm
see and look at.
That's what I'm saying.
Put it in an escrow.
Can we bring Mutahar in here and ask him?
Mutahar. Okay. What game is this? This is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
I'd rather not. He's just gonna fucking. I'm just not gonna talk to the guy. But feel free.
But Mutahar is like $60,000 of the 70.
Yeah.
Camelot put 10 in. Destiny put 5 in.
I'm not gonna
That's all I
interact
can
with
think off the top
the
of my
guy.
head.
You can bring him on. I'm over that man.
That
You're over
the
him?
chick, she said she would give you a Disney trip. I don't know how you can escrow that.
Well, I told her to
Like,
cash that out. Make me a check. So I'd rather have that than fucking pay for my medical bills.
Why
My medical bills. Blah, 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 blah.
would there be a scenario that you don't
When he says he's paying for his medical bills, what he means is he's going to pay for the food that's going to make his medical situation worse. And those are paying for his medical bills.
have cancer, though? That's what I'm confused.
Oh yeah, Papa got milk of the cow, brother. Dude, I love a good milk. I love a good bit of milk.
I've tried to go through this several times, and I'll start from the beginning.
Okay, we'll be quiet. We'll just let you go. All right. We won't interrupt. We won't distract you. The audience wants to know. I want to know what would be the
What do I think of Destiny's Twitter craziness? I have a video that I released about it. Go check it out. I don't feel like talking about everything.
scenario that you get tested and you don't actually have cancer. How's that possible? Go ahead.
Okay, so there are two diseases, one called polycythemia vera and one called polycythemia secondary. Okay, and they are pretty identical in the symptoms. What separates them is the cancer inside the bone marrow. Polycythemia secondary can be produced from different lifestyle choices, genetics, things along that lines. But the bone marrow cancer is the important part. So if you have that
you don't have
bone marrow cancer, there will be markers in your blood that aren't there otherwise. So definitively,
Do the markers he's talking about that are in your blood are the markers like a high red or a high white blood cell count that could also be because you're diabetic or smoke cigarettes. Again, I went to a blood cancer specialist for this. My doctor's like, yeah, they're a little elevated. You should go check this out, blah, 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 blah. And I went, and they're like, yeah, it's a little elevated. Come back for another test. And I didn't go back. And then my regular doctor said that my numbers were a little more normal. Although next time, if they recommend I go somewhere, I probably should. I'm getting a little older. I should be more careful. But yeah.
already I'm taking a blood test that shows that I have the cancer. That's how this works.
There's no
However,
other reason that those markers could be in your blood. No other reason.
it is possible it's causing from a different cancer, which is why we're doing all of the tests. We want to know
I got a question.
Cancer I have.
I got a question. Like, are you concerned that the blood markers that confirm that you had polycythemia vera have changed in the last 2 years and it won't give you the same markers again? Is that a concern you're having?
Sounds more like an out.
It's been 6 months since the last time, but no, I'm not particularly concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is if we go through this expensive and painful bone marrow test, and then it turns out not to be that, then we probably need to find the cancer. So that's why I've got a colonoscopy plan, because we're going to see if it's up my ass first, because that's the easiest thing to do.
Okay, so he's old and gets regular colonoscopies. I don't believe that he's getting a colonoscopy for a cancer check. Thank you so much for the $2 from Jade Mona. Papa, I'm on state insurance. They paid for my treatment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Boogie is on some kind of state insurance. So he's just a fucking lying person.
Well, if it's up your ass, that means if it's up your ass, that means you're at stage 4. You're a dead man walking.
By the way, you guys know I am a cancer survivor already, right?
That's so sad.
Most people
I
are,
had
Boogie.
cancer before. This is my second cancer.
Me too, man. Every time I watch a Boogie video, I survive the cancer.
You guys
Wait,
realize,
no, I did not know
have
that.
the money?
I did
Yes,
not.
I had skin cancer. I had basal cell carcinoma.
Right.
25 years old. That's in my medical records. I read that shit to you the other day. I'll screenshot. That I'll fucking prove. It's gonna have
That doesn't really matter. I don't think. What does that have to do with this current cancer? I've had a bad cancer day.
Can I have the money now? Can I have the money now? No.
You didn't remember this back then? Crazy stuff.
For an old cancer? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we want to see new cancer, Boogie. Please show us the new cancer.
Yeah, but you're saying it's just unbelievable. You just made it more unbelievable than it was before. I gotta be honest with you.
I got a question. Okay. Listen, there's fucking 12,000 people watching. We're live in front of 12,000 people right now.
Hello.
Let's say 15,000 people tune in. Would you show the medical records?
No.
You like playing games like this. We've done this before.
Yeah, listen to me. You
remember when we got donated 500 and you took off your shirt or ate your chair or whatever the fuck? You like these games. Put out.
I will send you, not my medical records. This is for Keemstar and Keemstar only. I will send you one screenshot from my health portal to back up what I'm saying. If we get to 15,000. One thing. Not all of it.
Before? I wouldn't accept that unless you send the polycythemia.
Well, I'm not doing it for money. I'm never going to see any of this.
Are you going to send Keemstar the polycythemia?
I mean, you would be doing it for money. More viewership generally would mean more money that you're getting donated. So
I mean, that's a hard thing to just be like, oh, I'm not going to see the money. I'd take that fucking risk.
But Wings, Wings, Tommy, I want your opinion on this. Does this even make sense? How much? 4 days have went by, right? Let's say we hit 15,000 concurrent viewers. He sends me the screenshot. It could easily be a fake screenshot at this point. 4 days has went by.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
I'll make it a video then. I'll make it a video on my portal. See there.
Destiny's trying to get on. 1 minute.
Wait, does Destiny actually get in here?
Well, I thought we're not going to do that.
I thought we were going to do
that.
Yeah.
I'm joking. It's Muta.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the $2 from Asterati. Am I saying that right? Asterati, Rockin' Stone. Hell yeah. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't.
It's like
Boogie was ready to fight.
Well, I'm ready.
He's ready to cry. Is what he's ready to do.
To fight because those shitty ass Trump tweets, dog.
Yeah, bro. We got to confront.
Can you
him.
imagine? Can you imagine? By the way, a fucking firefighter, a hero that saves lives, a man who would continue to go on saving lives, and this man has been killed by a monster, and people find that funny. Make that make sense.
So
I think the Destiny's. Well, I mean, I don't agree with Destiny's argument. You know, because that guy's obviously very stupid to be at a Trump rally because Trump is a very stupid idiot and a bad president. I understand why you might be voting for him because Biden is fucking senile. And I think the argument is that coupled with the tweets of him talking about how, you know, Putin is guzzling Russia cum. Let's be real here. You know, oh, Putin, I'd save Putin over Joe Biden and AOC. I'd save those titties. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why he doesn't care. I still think it's insensitive and wrong because that person is obviously just an idiot. But yeah, I think that's the argument. I still disagree with the argument though. You know, God bless that he's a firefighter, brother. I will say I don't know if that's necessarily makes you a hero. I love firefighters; they're good for us, but a lot of firefighters by me, they kind of just take their personal vehicle home, use it as, or take the fire department vehicles home, use them as their own personal vehicle, which is a waste of taxpayer money, and then they sit at the fire station drinking beers. Like I know how the inside of those things work. Okay, I don't. I have buddies who are volunteer firefighters. I know quite a few. Weirdly, a lot of people who are fire chiefs. I like way too many of them. I don't know. It's actually weird. I'm very white person. Oh.
Boogie to agree to put the money in a like an escrow or a trust account, right? He gets the test. If he has the cancer, okay, then he gets the.
Okay, no. But see, we're like changing the entire game at that point. It was like show it at that moment instead of some fucking, that's why like everyone's putting on money. It's like show us the fucking diagnosis, show us you actually have this cancer that you said a year and a half ago that you were literally diagnosed for, and now we're playing these fucking games where you got a camera shoved up your ass to check for colonoscopies or like a bunch of other biopsies. Like what the fuck is this?
GameStar's idea to do this.
So,
I know. I'll never.
So wait,
the guy saved his people on his job. I'm a local. You know what, dude? I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm being too dismissive. All right, a guy, a saver, a hero. I guess you could call him that. Somebody whose job it was to save lives when it was called upon him was shot. It's a terrible thing. It's terrible stuff. You know, it never should have happened. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm being insensitive. I do truly care. Just be clear, I don't actually care about any of your criticisms on the foundation of it. It's fuck you, but I don't want to be a bad guy. I'm just fucking with you. But no, I'm being serious. Okay, sorry. I didn't, that's a good point. Okay, I don't want to be too callous. I don't want to go down that road of callousness.
No, I don't understand.
Muta, is the money off the table now? Is it gone? Is the offer?
Honestly, for me, the whole terms have changed. Like, I'm paying for this guy to like now confirm that he has this cancer that he said he had a year and a half ago.
But that's what you were doing to begin with.
That wasn't what I was doing to begin with. What I was doing to begin
No, you said that he had it on the spot, so he wanted to see the diagnosis.
with was at that time show us the actual diagnosis, and he didn't.
So like the offer was only good if he did it at that moment.
Yeah, literally. That's why we all did it. That's why do you think I put up 50-60 if he was
well, now we're at a point where it's like he has had a lot of time to fake it.
Is there anything that we can do to get the offer back on the table? Is there any standard you can put forth now? Forget
4 days ago, he showed.
Thoughts about Wings BBC porn? I don't know anything about that. Here's what I'll say: I can't really look at the BBC. I can look at the BBB, the Big Black Booties, but for me, I'm a guy, and I watch. I watch when I do watch that material. I insert myself into the wiener, not literally. Metaphorically, I'm a white guy, so I really can't check it out unless it's a white wiener. You know what I mean? So I don't really get that. But hey, God bless, man.
Not lied, and he should have proven.
So it's off the table.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like, what's happening now?
And again, here it's not a lie, but you're never gonna see my medical records. 17 years has gone by, and you've never seen my roommate. I've never taken a photo of him. I've never tweeted a fucking picture of him. I've never. They on this stream asked me if they give me $100,000 to put a camera in his face, and I told you guys to go fuck yourself. And there are some things.
You are so lucky it's me doing this and not Bungie, bro. He would fucking.
I don't know. The point that I'm making is there are sacred cows in my life. My medical records in chat are 2 of them. Test me on the 3rd, and let's find out what they are. But there are sacred cows in my fucking life that I will not fucking slaughter for internet clout. My medical records.
Wow, this guy's so principled. The one who scams his own fans will not show us his medical records out of some moral goodness. But anyway, we know he's lying. So
Social Security number.
Your fucking reputation as a victim card holder. It's not.
Okay, you know what?
Okay,
hold on. But you said you don't want to give your medical record. That's fine, dude. I get that. That's private information. But like, why a year and a half ago are you like, the moment you find out you have this diagnosis of fucking cancer, you're out there like fucking making YouTube videos?
You're right. In retrospect, I wish I'd never spoken about it.
But then literally like 4 months ago, I was watching a clip of like fucking Local Live, and you're screaming at Keemstar. It's like, because I'm battling cancer and it fucking hurts. And
it is fucking expensive, dude. I see a doctor every fucking month. I'm doing monthly blood tests.
Oh, now he's doing monthly blood tests. Even though the last time we talked about it, he's talking about how he sees a doctor every 3 months. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Good thing that he's staying consistent here.
I have a bucket, a witch's cauldron, somebody said, of fucking medications here, half of which
don't you think you should prove it to your audience? Don't you think
most of them are because you're fat? That's what the reality is.
You should have proven it to your
I've
audience.
never asked for money. I've never asked for donations for this. The only thing I've ever done is ask my friend Keemstar to help me with the financial bills.
No, I watched it. You like begged him to do it, and you act like a fucking baby.
That's all I ever did, and he created the show to do it.
But you're not even proving it to your friend that's paying for the bills?
Show me my GoFundMe.
So wait, you won't even prove it to Keemstar who's paying for your bills?
Time out.
No, he created the show. He created the show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he created the show for you, so you don't have to do any work and actually put effort into your own content.
Sorry to interrupt this, but I have breaking news. We actually have a leak of Boogie's medical records. I'm going to share a screen.
I'll see the joke that he plays.
Oh, shit.
Bear with me. All right, you guys all got it? You're in there? Here it is right here. He accidentally showed it on stream. Okay?
Okay. All right. That's what got me.
I do have the unique position to go down in history for faking cancer while also eventually probably dying from that cancer. So that's neat.
That would be. Sorry, I was going to say something inappropriate.
I'm pretty happy about that one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny though, Augment. You died like cancer. You got the good cancer. You said the Animal Crossing cancer, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. The Animal Crossing.
How do we
cancer.
just settle this? Because like the whole internet's going to say fake cancer. Like, we need to.
Well, the reason I acted dead there is because I knew.
Lazy reactions paying the rent. Yes, absolutely. I know you came in here thinking that was an insult. It's not. It's not, brother. It's not. It's not, dude. It's fucking not, brother. I don't give a fuck. That's what Boogie should be doing. Something like that. Lazy video game playing. paying the rent. Instead, he fucking begs his friends to make a podcast for him so he can just sit there and do almost nothing. Sorry, brother.
This was never going away. Not only do I have cancer, not only are my friends and my family been helping me with this cancer, not only has my brother helped with the treatment plan.
Holy shit, we
and
almost,
the recommendations.
I'm sorry. We almost have 15,000.
Yeah, I'm looking for the fucking blood test to show you.
We're
right
600 viewers away from 15,000. He's going to send me a screenshot, and I'll be able to confirm. But like,
this is the only thing. One thing. And no, this doesn't confirm the cancer. It confirms the polycythemia.
Why even? Oh my God. So it confirms the secondary polycythemia or just the Vera one?
It shows my red blood cell count. That's what it's going to show.
Oh, that's not going to say. That's not going to prove anything.
I understand. It'll prove to you because again, at the end of the day, it's the same fucking disease, only just being caused by something different. I've been dealing.
Yeah, one is in your bone marrow, and the other one is because of the testosterone shots you were taking,
or because you're fat. Let's just be clear. This guy's very overweight. So.
And when I stopped the testosterone for a year, suddenly, surprisingly, it didn't go away.
Yeah, because you're fucking morbidly obese. Like I'm not. It's not even an insult. Like that. It's not good for your body. I don't know if anybody knows this, but being really fat, it's not good for you. So
let me get this.
I know from firsthand experience.
Straight. Okay. The type of cancer. What something's playing in the background. I don't know what that is. Let me get this straight. The type of cancer might be incorrect, right? But you have cancer 100% because you have the markers.
Again, until we find it, it's impossible to say 100%. What I can say
is you were saying that you had, dude. This guy's all over the place. He said it was in his fucking portal the other day. This is crazy.
Then why did you blatantly say you were diagnosed with cancer a year and a half ago?
Because my doctor says that.
So your doctor said you have cancer?
He's gotten like 4 days or whatever to figure out like the next lie, and this is what he comes up with. Oh my god.
Or you might have cancer. What did your doctor say?
My doctor says we are treating you for cancer because you have cancer. But what I'm trying to say is for internet.
The doctor's saying like, yeah, you have polycythemia. It's not like it's not really cancer, but it's very similar to the treatment for polycythemia vera. That's probably what the doctor's saying.
Purposes, not for medical purposes, not as far as my doctor is concerned, not as far as my brother, who's a doctor, is concerned. But as
I actually like asked my dad about that, who is a fucking cardiologist, like a proper MD.
Of course he is. It's fucking Indian people.
So your doctor said you had cancer, like for sure, like you diagnosed it, or did you possibly have it?
He said that there are markers in my blood. Doctors,
because
that doesn't mean you have cancer at all.
Then your doctor didn't diagnose you with the fucking cancer straight. My dad would say no doctor is ever going to say you were diagnosed with fucking cancer.
Wings, your
unless they could 100% confirm. You know how fucking dangerous that is for a doctor. I mean, obviously,
turn your mic down.
Malpractice, but Jesus.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit, Wings. You're like so fucking loud right now. Try again. Talk. Test, Wings.
Yeah, you check the chat.
Okay, what chat? The Discord?
Yeah, the Discord chat.
Okay.
Right. Like if your doctor literally played you like that, why aren't you like fucking taking them out for malpractice, bro?
Okay, there is no plague. You treat polycythemia vera and polycythemia secondary the exact same way.
Time out. We have a screenshot from Wings. Wings, what is this?
Come on, bro. You fucking
kidding
me?
This is my wife's diagnosis.
Okay. All right.
Oh, primary thyroid cancer. Look, he showed that very easily, huh?
Oh, we're getting everyone's diagnosis.
Well, I mean, I just want to show like this is an example of how easy this could be put down.
Okay.
Real quickly. There's no blood markers. There's nothing. It says primary thyroid cancer right there on her portal.
Sure.
Okay. So you have that on your portal. That's something that says cancer, right? It's not something you have to dig for, right?
No, there's no information. There's nothing blacked out.
So you have a polycythemia vera written on it like that?
Yes. I told you this last
time. Why didn't you just show that?
We have 16,000 people here. It's past the 15,000. Send me the screenshot.
I'm not sending you that one. No.
You just said you would. Did he not just say we send me the screenshot of 15,000?
No, he said that he would do something stupid for it because he's constantly backtracking on what he would said he'll actually do.
I told you I would send you the blood test. I'm going to show you where my red blood cell count is elevated.
Like this makes it look so sus, dude. Like there's literally
again, you're never seeing Chad. You're never seeing my medical records. Call it sus as much as you want.
I have a tweet from Boogie that I just want to read out for everyone. Okay. You guys ready? You guys ready for this one? This tweet is verbatim. My best friend in the world died of cancer at the age of 39. The owner of a Dallas, Texas hospital probably.
You sure that your friend didn't like fake that so he can get away from you, Boogie?
Probably bought a house or two with the million she spent fighting that cancer for 5 years. If I ever find the man who profited from that, I'll spit on his face. I mean, if you don't prove that you have cancer, you're basically profiting off of this diagnosis.
The money I put up from the donations I solicited, I never did any of that. I never did any of that.
I'm profiting too, though, so I don't care.
I will say, here's one thing I do respect Boogie is that
how much lower does he go next time to like lie about something for attention for this fucking lolcow podcast? Thank you so much, Jack Esposito, for the $5. Cancer took my grandfather and aunt. Thank you, Saint Peter Green, for helping my grandpa kick cancer's butt. Damn you, cancer, and damn you, Boogie. Well, that's very sad, brother. I'm so sorry to hear that. The good news is that cancer never wins; it just ties. Okay, so I'm so sorry. That's like a partially a joke, partially a cope, right? I wasn't meant to be disrespectful. It's just a terrible thing, you know. That would make me feel better. You know,
that you're fighting back. I mean, you look guilty as hell, but you are fighting back. I actually fuck with it.
Yeah. Somebody asked me what the last 4 days was like for me, and I said peaceful and nice because I don't give a fuck what the internet says when they're wrong. If you call me a fucking Martian, I don't care. Call me a Martian. I'm not from fucking Mars.
Yeah. So this guy is wrong.
And if you decide I don't have cancer and that's what you fucking say, then fucking say it.
Guys,
I don't
YouTube's Mr. Roger is turning into the fucking Joker before your eyes. This is the start of a supervillain.
No, this is just like a pretty consistent theme with Boogie having some kind of like ups and downs where sometimes he feels like I'm a real fucking tough guy. And he's like, I don't care what you guys think, blah, blah, blah. He does. He cares, of course, he cares a lot about what everybody thinks of him. That's why he has crybaby meltdowns every time fucking people like, Mudahar or Moist Critical make videos about him. But he puts a tough guy act on for like 10 minutes, and then he fucking he turns into a crybaby again once the facade falls.
Me and Jesse, like to me that we played fucking video games. We made love. We drove through town.
We made love. What the fuck?
Whoa. I have a theory. Can I propose a theory?
I just don't like the thought of how that looks.
Boogie. What? And don't interrupt me. Just let me get this theory out in its full context. I feel like the reason that you will not show your medical records is not because of this cancer shit at all. I think there's something else in there, maybe a sexually transmitted disease that you potentially gave to Desi, and you know you're going to get canceled by the internet.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
You show it.
No.
Just a theory.
It's just a wild theory. Where do you even come up with that? What is he thinking about this so much? Okay.
Oh, you spent $200,000 on hooker play. You know, it's a
just
very
a
scary
theory.
situation.
Well, again, that number's conflated. But I did screw around. But I always use protection. And you got to have some basic human sense.
Okay.
Even I need to wear fucking rubber.
So definitely, that's not the reason why you won't show your medical records, because there's some embarrassing type of sexual disease or something like that.
No, of course not. The only person I know that has herpes. Well, I say that.
Wait, who? Who's got herpes?
I heard Frank Hassel might.
Okay. You mean the guy that you invited to your house to fight you or whatever, and then cried and waved the gun and shot a gun in the air when he actually showed up? Because I remember that.
So do you have his medical records?
There's a lot of people have fucking herpes, Boogie.
How is sure?
Herpes is a very common thing for people to have. Like, that's not the end of the fucking world.
That's true. I think I do have.
My biggest concern with this, Boogie, is like, I understand you want to be protective of your medical records, but we're not even asking you to show all your medical records. You can literally like Giazzo, like that one little box out that says polycythemia vera.
Well, it has to be there first, Boogie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, it sounds like you.
Even if I'm going to have Photoshop it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. It's pointless. The damage is already done. I made my decision. I went down with the boat, and it's simple as that. And people can hate it, people can love it, but this is a decision I've made.
I wouldn't say that. I would say no.
I'm going to be so upset if he actually.
I mean, if he actually was that, firm on his stance, then why are you talking about it in an entire locale podcast episode? Like, wouldn't you set the boundary of like, I'm not going to show up if we're going to talk about this or something? Whatever. He milks his entire life and he admits it, so whatever.
He has cancer and he went through all this hell for no reason whatsoever. That's going to be so
real fucking upset. You about to be real fucking upset.
No, we're not. You're not going to show us anything, so we won't know nothing.
No, when I die.
How about this? Hold
on a second. My medical records will be released. The day after I die, me and my brother have spoken about that. The day after I pass, I want you motherfuckers to know how wrong you were. So the day after I pass, my medical records from my brother in his fucking
definitely going to die before.
I will literally do a stream laughing at you if you die, turning down 80 grand, laughing at you, and so will most of the internet. No one will feel bad. I hate to ruin it for you.
That's true. I mean, he's refusing to prove it, so even if he did have it, it's like, you're the idiot.
Nobody's going to think it's anything but funny. What do you think, Boogie? You think you watch down from heaven and he's like, oh, we were so wrong. He really did have cancer. How did we not know?
Put 80,000 in the trust and let's go from there.
Like, wait. Is the other reason you don't want to show the medical records is like, have you ever been diagnosed with autism? Like, I'm going to kind of go there. Like, I'm actually not going to be.
No, there's no way that he has anywhere close to autism in any capacity. There's just no way. Nobody would die. Anywhere close. Excuse me. Nobody would get anywhere close to thinking he has autism at all. This person does not have like any like markers for that.
That wouldn't be in my medical records, but yes.
Your medical records?
No, he doesn't have fucking autism. Boogie, there's no way. What would he have that would make him like? What symptom of autism does Boogie have? He's very socially aware. He's smarter than he lets on. I'm not saying people with autism are stupid, but like he's completely socially aware of like everything that's going on. What is he? What marker for autism would he possibly have in any capacity? Difficulty with communication doesn't exist. Little eye contact doesn't exist. Delayed language development doesn't exist. Unusual tone of voice doesn't exist. Difficulties understanding other perspectives or actions or adjusting to social situations doesn't exist. He's a manipulative piece of shit. None of this exists. He doesn't have fucing autism in any capacity. We don't need to give him another out. He's full of shit.
That'd be my psych records.
If they were testing you with polycythemia vera, there would be a history report in your medical records that say history of polycythemia vera cancer.
Sure. Yes.
I just don't understand how you can't like just show that, like just
that
screen share
blood
that
work would
privately.
be in that, and like all the other things.
Dude, Wings got confronted with being on page 5 of transgender BBC, and he just admitted it. He just owned it. Come on.
The other thing that
Damn. Transgender BBC. That's fucking crazy. Was he jerking off to it, or is he just curious? It's fucking wild. Okay. God bless, I guess.
like, okay, so if you're willing to send Keem that like blood work that shows that you have like
What's my take on the current state of Clash Royale? I don't know. I haven't played in a while. I've been playing Warcraft Rumble, which is fucking obnoxious. But I can't stop playing.
I guess
Once we had 17,000, and notice I didn't send it.
Yeah,
because I realized it's fucking pointless. No, it's pointless.
No,
They're just
send
gonna
it
say
to me.
Photoshop there.
Spoilers.
Send
They're gonna tell
it.
me
You
it's
made a deal.
Just like my
You
wiener.
made a deal. Send it now.
I'll send you something. That's what I told you I'd send you.
That's nothing. I can't wait.
All right, let's go.
I have a prediction. He's gonna send something to make it look worse. Scare. That's a daring prediction.
Oh, wait, Lord Rush had a donation that had 70 likes. We should probably.
There's one creator actually that like you should talk to like Bungie. He knows his stuff.
Oh, they're
like,
not reading the donations? That's fucking weird.
about this. He's been like fucking. He's got his like ducks in a row.
I
You
got
guys don't
something
invite
from
him.
Boogie. It says, "Don't tell them I have AIDS."
Oh yeah, I do have ass
Oh,
AIDS.
shit.
I do have the AIDS from specifically the butt.
Are you gonna send me it or what? He doesn't send me shit.
Was that from the Arkansas 8 that quit after she had sex with you?
No, it's from the LA 10.
Imagine. I need you to figure this shit out because I'm going to have to do the show by myself next week because Tommy's leaving and you're going to be off.
Wow.
So I'm going to be here by myself.
I'll be here. Fuck it. I'll be here.
Why was he going to be off? What does Boogie have to do that would ever prevent him from doing the show? Explain that to me.
Imagine if Boogie really does have AIDS and he got it from Logan Paul because they fucked the same hooker.
You didn't kiss that hooker, did you? After that hooker, like,
Allegedly, this is Boogie's story, not mine. This is Boogie's story.
Yeah.
Boogie claims that he fucked the same hooker Logan Paul did.
The same two.
Oh shit!
At the same time.
Dude, it's so crazy how I'll tell him about like the amount of hookers they fucking.
What is taking so long? Boogie, send me this fucking
I'm
thing.
trying to again. I almost doxed myself, but this is this portal's not that easy. I'm trying to find a very
Show me
specific
the other side of
Doesn't like everybody knows where he lives already? What?
the phone to make sure you're actually on the portal real quick. Show the
I wanna-
portal.
hold on, I
No,
wanna
just
show
show. No, just show it. Just show it. Just show it. Just show it. No.
There.
Okay, good. He's on.
I try not to dox my doctor's fucking name, dude.
Wait, he's not gonna leak.
Docs the doctor's name. The doctor's name? Isn't that all public information? Kind of. Whatever.
Dude.
You want me to show the screen to the fucking screen, man?
I know a Boogie biographer. His name is Bungie, and he wants.
Yeah, he should be in. We should get Bungie in.
I don't know who that is, but I don't care. Do it.
He's my favorite new. He's my favorite new guy. He's my favorite new commentator.
You should like Big Bungie, and he's a fucking solid.
I see
guy.
Mr. Medicare fucking looking at saturated content. Saturated content junk is trash.
No, it's not saturated content. This guy's like fucking.
It's
Can I add him?
actually pretty funny.
Can I add him,
watch his
Kim?
videos.
Bungie?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know who the fuck that is.
If you'll trust me,
Bungie.
Lord
trust me, you
Rush,
love
one of our
him.
biggest supporters of the show, really wants you to read his donation if we got time.
Why don't you just read it, Wings? Go ahead.
I don't have access.
Do you have
it.
his Discord, Tommy?
I do. I just have to add you right here. I got him ready to go.
Chadman
Get out,
said.
right?
Chadman with a $50 said, "Man, what up? We leave Boogie. I'm not paying out of my own pocket for that piece of shit. He lies about cancer. Either show or I'm leaving. Yep. Show the medical records or I'm leaving. I can't find Lord Rush. What?
It was a $5 super chat. Got 70 likes.
Oh, I'm mad.
Yeah, I wonder if this actually hurts the podcast in the long run, because he lied about cancer. Like, I wonder. I mean, I doubt it, frankly. I wonder. But maybe. But I can't imagine that there's anybody watching for the credibility of Boogie or to see a redemption story. They're watching to see him like fucking turn his life into a joke. So, Jesus Christ, what the fuck isn't this dead?
I don't.
Bungie's here.
We read. We read 50.
I am.
Yes, you're in. You're in. You're live. Look out. Live.
Boogie!
What?
No one gives a shit about cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't particularly care that much about it. I'm just doing what I need to do.
No one cares about the cancer. Nobody cares about the cancer.
Yes, he does. He does care.
Did you fake your childhood abuse? Everybody wants to know. Did you fake your childhood abuse? That's what everybody wants to know.
Oh, that's funny. I like that question. He's going on talking about how he was abused as a child. I wouldn't doubt that Wings had like access to everything as a fucking kid. That's funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. Hey, thank you so much. I'm a fan of your TikTok. I've been watching your stuff on here. I love your views and humor. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, for a normal person that would say like, hey, I was abused by my parents or whatever, you know, you wouldn't usually question that. But with Boogie, who lies about everything, that's an incredible question. I love that question. God bless you. Thank you.
No, my brother confirmed it here on the show and confirmed it as well.
Yeah, didn't your brother also confirm that you had cancer? And you, by the end of this show, we know that you lied. How does that play? How does that play into things?
But he actually thinks he faked his childhood abuse.
You claimed your brother and your sister were not in the house when you were being abused. So how could you confirm it?
Because they were abused as well, and they saw it happen.
So how could they see it happen and they weren't in the house?
My brother visited all the time. Plus, my
They
brother,
visit it all the time.
plus my brother and my sister got it just as bad. You think 1 out of 3 kids I have a perfect childhood? The other 2 got the beat shit out of them and raped? You think that was?
You said on your first ever video, you said they never abused you.
Since he's faking cancer, I mean, I really just don't believe any of this anymore. So
They never
Yeah, man, I
abused you.
covered for my abusers. Most child abusers do. Most child abusers cover for their abusers. But once I realized they were both dead, I could talk about it.
that's crazy. Did you read that in an article and then create an identity? That might sound insensitive, but again, this guy lied about cancer. It's confirmed at the end of this fucking video. So
Brother and sister left the house, but now you're visiting all fucking time. He just never, he was an adult visiting, and he never tried to attempt to get you
Well,
out of
you're
the house at all.
no, he did. He said on the show he attempted. He did everything he could, but he was barely struggling getting by trying to go to college. There's only so much he could do.
So Bungie, what's your goal here?
My goal here.
Because here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying.
I think the goal is to cast doubt on everything that Boogie's ever said because he's lying about. He'll go as far to lie about cancer, and I think it's a reasonable thing to do.
There's not a bone in my body that thinks that he's lying about his abuse. Right? The cancer, I think he's not.
Maybe if you put a BBC in your ass, they'll think that he's lying.
About it.
He has like a million clips. He has like a million clips.
The joke was that the guy with the big black cock had the opinion that Boogie's lying. We just have to find a big black cock that'll have the. That joke wasn't really very well. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Okay.
So he just keeps contradicting his abuse story over and over and over again. Like,
Did you have him ready to go?
They said his dad molested him. I'm looking at a clip right now of him saying his dad molested him.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't deal with this anymore. Can someone kick him?
Damn, the fucking mic got him.
You are a coward, Keem. The people need
your voice is so annoying. It's not about being a coward. I'm just gonna mute you then if I can't kick him. No, that kid sucks. The whole chat is spamming kick him. The entire chat.
Yeah, I mean his mic is bad, so it makes sense.
So I mean, you can go and cry about this later and go on your little fucking spurg of making like 10,000 Keemstar documentaries because you're salty. But dude, your voice is fucking annoying. I don't know why Tommy C vouched for you or anyone. I don't fuck you. I don't like you. Fucking comes in here with that nasally. Wait, why'd you lie about your abuse? We don't know you like that, bro. We don't know you. Like these little up and comers, bro.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the what the fuck? I thought that she was talking about or he was talking about the bad microphone, not this voice.
They come in, they try to make a big name for
He had like an I'm Alex voice, you know?
themselves. They all sound like their balls haven't dropped. Fuck off. Come in
They all
here
look like
with a
fucking
little
Trump
bit of
shooter,
respect. I don't care if you don't like Boogie or not, but Boogie's been on the fucking platform for 14 fucking years. Don't come in here like you have some right to stand toe to toe with Boogie2988 and fucking do that whiny voice with him. Fuck.
I'm confused. The criticism is the voice. So you need to have like I don't care.
Off.
Hold up. How the fuck did you get his ass? What did you think you've done to get his ass? All you did was question something.
I don't care.
I'm just gonna mute him.
I don't
hey,
care.
Hey, buddy, I'll see you around, all right? Oh, I can. But don't make me do it, dude. No, I
How come we can't kick this guy, but he could fucking mute him?
I thought you. Honestly, I thought you'd have your ducks in a row. I mean,
He doesn't. He comes in here whining.
I thought you were gonna have like this. You said this, and your mic's in bad shape too. By the way.
Load your guns next time, bud.
Damn.
Well, that's kind of
load your guns,
You're
brother.
going to be online. You might want to invest a little bit more.
Do you think Mr. Medicare or Destiny would come in and talk to Boogie like that? Hey, why you lying about your abuse? Like, fuck off, bro. You failed. Get the.
Oh, I think maybe Keemstar's upset that he's claiming Boogie might have lied about his abuse. I mean, again, if you're willing to lie about cancer, you know how much farther will you take it?
Fuck out of here.
And like maybe it is something along the lines of where he got the markers for polycythemia, and he thought maybe he had the cancer. I don't believe that because he's sensationalized the fuck out of this whole thing. He's sitting here talking about having bad cancer days, and then admits that it's like probably the best cancer to get if you're gonna get a cancer because it's fucking the Polly Pocket Princess of cancer, or the fuck he said, Animal Crossing of cancer. So yeah, no, I you know, there's no charity left to give this guy. So
I'm sick of these fucking Zoomers.
Zoomer.
All right, I take personal responsibility for that. And even Mudahar can back me up. The guy has all his ducks lined in a row with the videos and what have you.
He can confront Boogie all day long, but don't come in with the whining shit. Like,
yeah. It's not good for the show. No, this is my fault. This is my fault. I thought it'd be different.
It's just his voice. I don't understand.
He's great. He's fantastic. I highly recommend watching his stuff. But you can't come in there like that. You gotta have you gotta be like Destiny.
I don't really care. He makes good content because he edits it, and he goes in and makes his audio sound good, and he makes his clips sound good. Live. And when you're live, you got to show who the fuck you really are. And that guy's a whiny little fucking crybaby who can't. Wait, you lied about it. I'm not doing this. I don't give a fuck. This is the big boy club over here. Like all these people have been on the fucking platform for a decade. Take your little ass over to your little commentary channel with your little fucking avatar to represent you because you won't show your real face, and fuck off.
Okay.
All right, take care, man. I got him. I don't want to remove him. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know why he's being so stubborn too. I mean, I can't remove him. That's
okay. I'll make a new group then.
Thank you for the $2 from Sunflower Samurai. But does he have the markers for child abuse? Jesus Christ. I don't know, bro.
Say what you want about Boogie, but Boogie's been on the platform for a fucking very long time.
Okay.
That guy has no street cred.
I don't care about any of this. Get everybody back in this. Enough of this fucking whinging about being upset because somebody rightfully questioned Boogie's whether he was abused or not, because he's a consistent, frequent fucking liar.
Was that he was worried that, you know, because of sleep apnea, he was having a higher red blood cell count.
Yep.
And he didn't want to rule that out without doing extra tests.
Yep.
And I'm guessing those extra tests would be like the blood markers and the bone marrow test.
Yep.
You guys want to hear something?
How did I move the goalpost?
Boogie, you want to hear something good? This is a negative against Destiny. So Destiny, allegedly, I haven't seen this, so I can't confirm this, but my news team told me that Destiny was arguing with the fake Elon. I don't know if you know this, but there's the guy called Adrian on Twitter who sounds exactly like Elon Musk, and apparently Destiny got into a hold of it with a fake Elon, and he thought it was the real Elon, and XQC was there and everything. This just happened. That's what
Okay. I mean, he was arguing with like everybody in Twitter Spaces for the past couple of days, so maybe he thought it was actually Elon. I don't know.
I was told. I don't know.
That's so funny.
I know that his because I saw that he had a video that was like arguing with not Elon. So the insinuation is that it might actually be Elon. Maybe he does think it is, or maybe it actually is Elon and he's just lying about it. Who fucking knows?
Love that. I mean,
If that's true, he's shook.
Do you know? Did the real Elon actually demonetize him from Twitter?
Well, yes, because someone put out a post.
Never know a nicer guy.
Somebody put out a post showing all of Destiny's tweets and said, "Hey, this is not ad-friendly stuff," because he's literally making fun of someone dying, which is not cool at all, right?
Yeah, there's a photo of like the blood stain.
Wait, what happened? I thought that Elon Musk was all for free speech. What the fuck? Why is he censoring that stuff? You can make fucking okay, whatever.
On the bleachers, and he's like, looks like Democrats are +1 in Pennsylvania. Fuck you.
And I heard a lot of people saying, "Well, Elon, why are
you don't actually care? Like, it's definitely shitty and insensitive, but you don't really care. Okay, you fake cancer. You don't care about people. Stop
doing that. You're for pro speech or free speech or whatever. But we're talking about ad friendly. Like, how is that? These are not ad friendly like stuff.
They're not talking about taking them down. They're just talking about not paying them, right?
Yeah, they're talking about which.
Well, that's okay because Destiny's been okay with that in the past. People being demonetized.
The platform. He likes.
No, that's a platform. He said that, like, he doesn't have a problem with them. He doesn't think. And I gotta be honest with you, I agree with him. I don't think these companies should have to pay for your shit. I think they should be able. You should be able to say what you want.
Can we bring Destiny on?
I thought you didn't want to.
Is he asking?
No, but I could ask him.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
I mean, he's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, let's talk about his shit. Like he came in and nailed me. Let's see what we have to say to him, huh?
Wait, he nailed you?
Yeah, he came in and he's like, "Oh, you're fake. I did 10 minutes worth of
But did you debunk him though? Like you were mentioning the Wikipedia shit earlier.
Never,
you know that he
like I said, I'm never going to. You'll never see Chad. You'll never see my medical records. Go fuck yourselves.
Why did you send Keem a CPAP recommendation? Like that was going to prove?
No, I just wanted to show him the day that it started. He said, "Send something." I'll probably trickle feed this shit for fun, but eventually, and I'm telling you this, Mudahar, just so you'll know how wrong you are. And discuss this.
Was it actually Elon Musk? I have no idea. Was it, or was it just somebody who sounds like him? I wouldn't doubt that it was Elon Musk, but
my brother today. My medical
brother, that's not a medical professional, by the way.
Well, no, he is. He's a dean of medicine for 30 fucking years.
Oh. He's an epidemiologist.
Is he an MD?
He's a practicing epidemiologist.
Not an MD, right? Okay.
So not an MD, but he has a PhD.
No, but he's worked with the CDC all through fucking COVID. He taught.
You know, the janitor also worked with the CDC. Doesn't mean he's a medical professional.
Okay, he taught.
He is a doctor.
Just go on.
Yeah, he was the dean of public health for 25, 30 years.
He's not an MD.
And taught a bunch of fucking doctors. I know not everybody has a doctor daddy, but I have a brother who's a doctorate who's actually worked in public health for 30 years.
Doctorate in fucking ice skating. You know, and the doctorates are way for everything. You realize that. I'm not saying that's your brother. I respect him.
Well, it's hard to get a doctorate, but like he doesn't seem to be a medical professional. So
but he's not an MD, and that's a fair criticism.
Well, he has worked in public health with places like
CDC. So's a nurse. So's a fucking nurse, man. I mean,
a nurse on this topic more than fucking Destiny.
Well, I mean, a nurse would be more credible than his brother, it seems like.
I would work that way.
He has a player-hating degree.
I would trust a fucking bum on the street.
Yeah, but guess what? No one trusts you until you put your medical records over again. So stop trying to say I'm telling the truth.
The point that I'm making when I said that I mentioned my brother is we've agreed the day I die, we will release these medical records. They will dump.
I can't wait.
How often do you talk about you dying to your brother, Boogie? Is this like a consistent conversation? I mean, it makes sense considering your health, but
what is that gonna do? Like, what is that gonna do? Is that gonna be like a fucking own?
Wrong you were again.
I mean, we're just gonna be
like, why wouldn't you release it now? Like, I don't understand what's so significant about your death that like it couldn't be released now. If you're gonna live and die on not releasing it, why would you release it when you do die? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
On the day I die, I get a reaction from you. I'm happy, sad, happy.
You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna get a reaction. Other than, you know what? If you could tweet from heaven, you'd be good. Guys would be bullying me. That's what you would do.
And maybe it'd be cool if you give that 80,000 or whatever the fuck it is to my family.
Oh, he's such a hero.
I'm gonna pick up where Bungie left off because it was unanswered. Is there like issues with you telling the story about your abuse? Like, have you told the story?
Wait, are you gonna go back to it? What the fuck?
Different ways throughout the years. Like, what could they be talking about? Like, what was
so originally when I started talking about?
I guess the chat pressured him.
When my mom died in 2009, I covered for my abuser. So people would ask me, "Hey, did this happen?" And I would say, "No, absolutely not," because I felt very uncomfortable talking about that, specifically because my mom taught Head Start for 25 years.
Cool.
And so as we moved further down the road, and yes, talking to therapists recommended that maybe I talk about it publicly. So I did, and I'll tell you the reason. I'm going to be genuine here, and you're not going to like one of those.
Oh my god, he's going to be genuine, guys. I've never heard him say that before, and I've never heard him lie.
Reasons. But the first was, it made me feel tremendously better to get this shit off my chest. Number two, my family members were telling me it could help a lot of people. And number three, people responded to it positively. So that's why I did things like my Draw My Life the way that I did. And I began to speak more and more about it and give more and more details throughout the years. And I did. I got tremendous feedback from people saying, hey, that happened to me. You're not alone. This makes me feel less alone. This makes me feel stories.
And so then when it came out that he doesn't have cancer, he's like, oh, I can make it seem like I do, because then maybe people will treat me the same way now that they did back then. And they'll be like, oh, Boogie, I feel so parasocially connected to you. Oh.
Online about your abuse do not match up.
Originally, no. I think, like he said there, originally I would not even talk about my sexual abuse at all. Didn't want to talk about it at all. And eventually in time I did.
I wish.
But again,
I kind of want to know what he was getting at, but I couldn't hear him with the.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say stuff that was contradictory in there because
I'm going to get you the video. I'm going to get you. You can look at it next time when I'm gone. I'll get you.
We talked about Boogie's brother in one of the podcast episodes, and he basically stated that the father that Boogie thinks is his father might not be his father. But like, I was under the impression that his father never actually abused him. It was all his mother.
No, again, I don't want to get into the details on live stream on YouTube, but yes, there was sexual abuse from my father, and it sucked.
So, Boogie, is your final statement on this that you do have cancer? You're not exactly sure, and you do not have confirmation on which type of cancer. Is that your final statement?
Okay, here's my entire final statement. Please clip it and do what you'd like to with it. For the last 2 years, I've been treated for polycythemia vera. For the last 2 years, my doctor has told me I have polycythemia vera. In the last few months, we have
none of this is true, by the way. He admits it later.
Become concerned about the type of cancer that it is, though. So we want to know for certain whether it's polycythemia vera or a different cancer.
Wait, you just said that he said that you for certain had polycythemia vera, and now you're saying that he said that they're not for certain? I don't understand.
So now we are looking for that cancer to see which one is creating the blood markers. Should I have done the bone marrow test a long time ago? Yes. But it is expensive, it is painful, and it is fucking invasive. They drill into your fucking bones, y'all. I just didn't feel like that's a thing I needed since the treatment doesn't change anyway. I never had any belief.
So then why would it matter? None of this adds up. What the fuck is he talking about?
That this was going to blow the fuck up the way it did, and suddenly I would need to have a doctor drill into my bone to please people like Destiny of all fucking people.
But you just said, why would you have to have it happen because of Destiny? You just said that your doctor wanted you to get the bone marrow thing to confirm the type of cancer because you might actually not have polycythemia vera, even though you definitely do have polycythemia vera. What? So what does Destiny have to do with this?
So maybe I will do that. Maybe
I'm literally looking at the diagnosis for polycythemia vera right now, and polycythemia vera says it needs a bone marrow aspiration or biopsy. If you haven't gotten that done,
if you keep reading, you'll see it's very rarely done now because it's mostly checked by blood markers, and I bet your dad would tell you the same thing.
It doesn't say anything about blood markers off of the Mayo Clinic, by the way.
Well, then you should probably search somewhere else, because I'm telling you it does.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Mayo
I got good news.
Yeah, the Mayo Clinic's just basically is just the Wikipedia for medical stuff. It's basically shit. That's what Joe Rogan says.
You're gonna die a skinny man because like me, like being around you and stuff. Me being around you and stuff like that, you have a lot of hallmarks of prostate cancer.
I'm quite aware. That's why I have a colonoscopy planned. Because that's the one
you weren't going to do it. You said last week you weren't going to do that colonoscopy.
Yeah, and that's why it was planned. I just don't know if I'm going to do it at this point. I don't fucking care anymore.
Yes, you do. He's enough with this. I don't care if I die. You're like a fucking woman, okay? But for people who don't understand that, women just always any inconvenience happens. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Women are annoying. Okay. I'm just being stupid.
I don't care. This has defeated me. But you know what? Desi has asked me to go through with it. My roommate has asked me to go through it. My brother's asked me to go through with it. So I probably will. The prostate cancer.
I'm just gonna do it for everybody else. So what it sounds like, if he's being honest here, is that he doesn't care anymore about his prostate situation. But everybody around him does care, so he's going to do it. So, like, are you saying that, this is where I interpret it as, hey, let me use something in my life, like the potential that I might have prostate cancer, even though I'm 50 years old and I'm supposed to get my asshole checked every year. So, okay. I'm going to use that as a sympathy ploy for the people in my life to extract more sympathy out of them, because that's what I do. I harvest sympathy from people around me, and I wear their mental health down in order to try to raise my own, because I feel good when people feel bad for me. Cool stuff.
I'm not going to fight it. If I have it, I'm not going to fight it. I will try to get the money from
prostate cancer just kills you.
I will try to from
Mudahar got Steve Jobs money because Steve Jobs had prostate cancer and he died from it.
No, but I will try to get the money from Destiny and everybody else if it turns out to be prostate cancer from this.
I
can't wait to get my first colonoscopy. This will be so exciting. Just kidding. But I'm gonna have to do it in like fucking 6 years.
I can't help.
Dude, it's like the biggest like goalpost shift that I've ever seen. Like you said a year and a half ago, you had polycythemia vera diagnosed or whatever. You cannot show that you get whatever vera. You had polycythemia vera diagnosed. You were not able to show a diagnosis.
I know. Yes, I understand. I'll never get the money.
Why the fuck would anybody want to believe you? You're switching up the goalposts. Now you're like, oh well, put it in trust. I'm going to go get tested. What if I had another form of fucking cancer?
I understand.
Bro, how are you?
Thank you so much for the $5 from Angie Toasty. I used to watch Boogie back in the day, and you used to say before each video, it's time to boogie with Boogie. Embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Wow. That's very embarrassing. It's so interesting because he's never put any effort into his content, and I just don't really get it. Like, why is this the path he chose to just decide to burn through his credibility just for fucking attention? Instead of, you know, producing video content. I just don't get it. He just must have always been a fucking lazy piece of shit.
Saying you had cancer for a year and a half, and now you don't have any.
Yeah, but
I'm
you,
just
Boogie,
telling you what my fucking doctor says. I just do what my doctor tells me.
Like, he just shifts the blame to the doctor. Just shifts the blame right to the doctor. The doctor's the fucking guy.
Alive. I'm a 50-year-old 400-pound man. Do you have any idea how fucking rare that is? A lot of fucking fat influencers are dead by 30. A lot of them are dead by fucking 40.
You're switching. You're deflecting. You're going to something else. You are moving all of the fucking
So when my doctor,
You're moving all of the fucking
to do something, I fucking do it. If he tells me to take a pill, I take the fucking pill. If he tells me to go get a test,
if your doctor gave you a diagnosis,
he gives me a diagnosis, I fucking believe him.
You are not showing the diagnosis.
Show my entire medical records today. Fuck you.
Nobody's asking you to blatantly show your entire record. I don't want to see Chad. Please show Kelly's like list. You can't even.
And now you'll say it's Photoshop.
Show that
again. I won't show that. I won't. I can.
If you had just shown that 4 days ago, you would have been $75,000 richer.
Number one, no, I wouldn't have. That's imaginary. You only put it down. You only put it down because you were entirely certain in your fucking fevered brain that I wouldn't do it.
Then why couldn't you just?
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's why they did it, because they were certain he wouldn't do it, because he couldn't do it. It's not that he wouldn't do it; he couldn't do it. If Boogie had the proof for this, he would have jumped on the opportunity. If this guy's willing to scam his fucking fans, then he would be willing to prove this for fucking money.
Disprove me 4 days ago. Then I would.
This moral. I'm not going to show you. Here's my moral principle of. I don't even know what the moral principle there is. That's just exists. It's because it has to, and he needs an excuse.
I'm waiting you to check.
Why don't I just?
Those are good for the
I have sacred cows, motherfucker. I won't be
sacred cows. Is that racist?
Time out. We have a comment in the chat from Colossal is Crazy, and Clown says, "Ask Boogie why the list he read off in his documentary was the exact same in chronological order to when he read it out live on the show a few days ago, with exception of the the thing, Vera."
Because I had no intention of putting it in the documentary.
Wait. That's actually a good question. Holy fuck, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so in the documentary, he had all of his diagnoses in the documentary of everything that he has. Why wouldn't it have been in the documentary? That's a great question. Thank you for the $2 Canadian from Big Mac. Excuse factor working overtime. Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't he have it in there? I mean, he's going on fucking begging for attention on Twitter for it, so it's not sacred to him. He obviously would if he actually had it. That's funny.
I did not want it. I regretted talking about it to begin with.
Oh, no,
it kept coming up on the show. I regret.
You only regret it because people don't believe the lie anymore.
Why was it the one diagnosis you regret talking about the most? Not the other ones. Not the hundreds of other ones.
Who gives a shit about the other ones? This one is people.
Who gives a shit about one rare blood cancer?
My friend John watched his career dwindle after he mentioned that he was dying of prostate cancer, and I had a tremendous amount of stupidity on the day. I literally had a gut reaction. I got off the phone with my fucking doctor. I came in here and recorded the video, and I immediately regretted it. That's why
you recorded the video because you knew that your last video got 15K views. This one got 200,000.
No, because the video after that got 15K views. One video doesn't make you.
Thank you so much, Savage Muffin, for $5. No, I'm late for the Boogie time. 19-month joined watching since 2019, and I'm late for Boogie time. Shameful. Yeah, that's the sad stuff. You should feel ashamed. I'm just kidding. That's all right. It's gonna be a video later anyway.
Fucking famous anymore, and I wasn't fucking trying. And listen, what is on that fucking channel right now? Did I monetize the video? I don't believe I did. What did I do?
You don't believe you did? That means you did.
I put a fucking fundraiser for other fucking people. I believe it was St. Jude's Cancer Hospital.
Such a good guy doing nice things for other people, guys. I bet he does it because he's a good guy, not because he feels like it gives him some kind of positive moral framing, you know?
I said since the beginning, if you give a shit about my cancer, don't give me the money. Give it to St. fucking Jude's. They are doing research to try to beat cancer.
How much does it cost to get the bone marrow test? How much does it cost?
I don't know. I have insurance.
It's anywhere between.
Wait, you don't know, but you have insurance, so I have to figure it out. That means the insurance covers it.
1,000 and 4,000. I already looked it up. So with your insurance, it's probably going to cost you around 500, right? With the copay.
Sure. I don't know.
So just
no, we do it.
Well, let's do it. Let's schedule it.
Well, we're going to do the other ones first. We're going to look for the.
I don't know why anybody would spend a dime at this point. It's so obvious.
I'm over here about to suggest that the Local Live will pay for this fucking bone marrow test.
No.
I'm assuming that would come out of everybody's pocket.
I don't want that.
No, enough of that fucking shit.
I will pay for it for the magic cards themselves.
Hey, think of this. It's content, Tommy. You'll pay for it. Itself.
No.
Yes, I'm glad.
Absolutely.
By the way, Tommy, just so you know,
I'll definitely on Tommy's side on that one.
Like Boogie faking cancer has made us probably about 10 grand, so I think we can put in $500 to pay for it.
That's actually a fair point.
The same way I've never done a GoFundMe, the same way I've never asked for donations, the same way I've done fundraisers for cancer hospitals instead.
You ain't got to fundraiser. Local Live will pay for this.
I don't want your money. I don't want the internet's money. I don't want anybody's fucking money.
By the way, that video doesn't have a fundraiser for St. Jude, and it's monetized. So.
Wait, what?
That video where it's like I have a rare form of cancer. I don't even see any donation, and there's an ad running on it. So I mean.
That's so funny.
I mean, you just lied to me right here.
Well, hold on. I can probably go ahead and show you how much it raised. So let me go in and see.
Oh, you had ads on that video?
Well, then why? Well, you said there was no ads in the video, and then you said that you had a fundraiser. The fundraisers don't disappear off videos, I'm pretty sure. So
Wait, hold on. He's like, I didn't have ads on. Let me check how much it raised.
As far as I know, it didn't have ads on it, at least when it went live.
Like, I would say this is
as
just,
far
we
as
just
I know, why wouldn't you put ads in it? Wouldn't it make more sense? Because people do this all the time. I'm not gonna put ads in this video. I'm gonna link a donation thing to it. Okay, why wouldn't you put ads on the video and then also link a donation thing to it? Wouldn't that make more sense? Right? I don't know.
What is the 500 bucks?
He's like, he literally said he had a St. Jude donation link up there. I did not fucking see it. Unless
I want to express this because this guy's taking me off that we read Colossus's crazy's comment on the video just now, but we skipped over Lord Rush's $5
Then read his comment. Read his $5
I don't
comment.
have access to it.
Bro,
But he is a very big
there's a
supporter of the
million
show.
$5 comments. If it was like a 50 or 100, I'd see it. I can't find it.
Okay, number one, monetization is off. So if you're seeing an ad, I have no fucking clue how.
That is
but
true.
monetization
That is true.
off on that video.
It could be YouTube running it, but where's the St. Jude clarity?
YouTube does run ads on.
There when it was live.
They sometimes will run ads on demonetized videos, sure, or not demonetized videos that you haven't monetized, but you just don't get any of the cut anyway. So
I'm looking for the receipts of that now.
hey, thank you for the gifted membership from Savage Muffins. I appreciate that.
But I made $0 off that video, and if you watch that
Yeah, so
video,
does St. Jude.
and when you watch the video, I'm 90% sure I said I don't want your money. Remember?
Wow, crazy.
That's in that video.
Boogie, can I talk to you without any screaming? Let's bring the temperature
I mean,
down.
I'll probably scrim.
No, just
sure.
hear me out. Hear me out.
Sucks.
You've been on here for a very long time on the platform, right? You have fans that actually love you. Like when you got called out 4 days ago on the show for faking cancer by Destiny, do you know what your fans did? They put up like some thing saying on
What fans are left?
your Discord that you're going to be taking a little break, and they fucking love you. There are people that love you,
Why?
regardless
I love
of
Why?
millions of people that hate you. There are people that fucking love you. Don't you think like you owe it to your fans to prove that you're telling the truth? Like, come on, man.
Wait, hold on, Boogie. Can you do a favor? Can you show the creator
Hold my
dashboard
asshole.
screenshot of that video? You can do that at least, right?
Sure.
What
do you want to see?
I feel like you'd want to be like, guys, listen, I wasn't lying. Like to your fans, fuck the haters.
Number
people,
one,
people are going to move the goalpost with you always, and I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
but,
my fans know the fucking truth. I
but
don't
they
give a fuck.
don't. They don't because you won't show the records.
I assure you they do, and I'm not going to show.
I assure you they don't. Because I was Team Boogie last week.
If you were a fan of mine, then you would fucking.
Okay, hold it. All right, we're skipping forward to when this medical guy joins in. Apparently, a medical physician joins in. We're getting close to Boogie admitting he lied.
I proved to you in DMs, Keen, because I don't really want to share my ID card on actual Discord with 60,000 people watching. Whatever.
I love to say this, by the way.
We'll just see what kind of education you have based on like what you're saying,
sure.
and then we'll figure it out from there. But go ahead.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'll just say real quick, my dad died of cancer when he was in his 40s from small bowel cancer, so I have some strong feelings about this. I've been really invested for the last few days, so I'm curious. So I don't know if anyone has any questions for me, but Boogie, I was wondering a couple things from you.
Sure.
Real quick, could you turn your mic up a little bit?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I'm trying to
adjust it
turn you
here.
up on my
So, like, is this Boogie's medical physician? Who is this exactly?
hand, but it's not. See if you can turn it up a tad.
Just a guy claiming to be a medical physician?
And I'll do a lot of Discord.
Oh, that's
here.
good. That's good right there.
Very good.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so, yeah, Boogie, I was wondering, because you keep on talking about these hormone markers in your blood. Can you tell me a little more about those, what you're specifically seeing with your doctor?
Not really. I don't know specifically what they are. It's just we did
You don't know anything about the hormone markers that you're getting. Okay.
a blood test. They found out that I had at least polycythemia because my red blood cell was high. They originally thought it was testosterone.
Right.
So we started working towards that, but then they tested some sort of hormone marker. I could probably Google it real quick and tell you. But
I can tell you what I'm pretty sure it is, but you could verify if you're willing.
I don't know. I just listened to my doctor again. I
Was
don't.
it called erythropoietin or EPO?
I'm
Is
not
that
sure.
what they tested you for? Okay.
I don't know. I again.
You think that he would have an idea of any of this, but okay.
I just know he said there's markers in my blood that proves this. That's all I know.
Okay.
And that he's kind of concerned. But hold on.
I'm just curious about a couple things because sorry, somebody else. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because I've heard a couple mixed things. I've heard like you have hormones in your blood. I've heard you have hormone markers consistent with the disease. So I'm just curious, like, did they tell you you had a lot of hormone in your blood, or?
Well, I mean, we all have a lot of hormones in our blood.
Well, yeah, of course, but this
Right, so he's just getting defensive. Incredible.
hormone, the diagnostic hormone that they've talked to you about,
I don't
move
know.
in this
I don't know. Just that it was present. That's all I know.
it was present
Yes.
in like a high amount, higher than normal.
Enough to where he was convinced I have cancer. I don't know.
Okay.
beyond that.
Yeah, so
Convinced. I mean, he said multiple times in this conversation that it goes from like he said I had it to said I might have it to this. Okay.
I'll just talk about polycythemia briefly. There's a lot of different forms. There are actually like forms of secondary polycythemia that are due to other cancers. Renal cell carcinoma actually causes high levels of this hormone as well. But I am really curious about what your level is in particular because polycythemia vera manifests in a very particular way. With
It's
respect to
high.
that.
It's high enough at this point where he wants to start looking for other cancers.
So-
we're starting with a colonoscopy, and we're going to make sure I don't have ass cancer because we have.
Bro, colonoscopies are routine for somebody his age. You're supposed to get one like once a year after 40. So what did he talk about?
We have some, like Jordy said, I have some signs there that I'd rather. Well, there's blood in my shit. Let's
Yeah.
just say. And so
And-
combined with that,
Yeah, I mean that could be cancer. You know what else it could be? Because you have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. He also might just literally be eating so horribly that he has blood in his shit. What kind of blood is in your shit? Okay, is it red blood or is it like a darkened blood? Red blood means that it's probably because your asshole is getting torn open when you poop because you eat like a fucking animal. Like darkened color blood in your poop means that, you know, you might actually have cancer because it's inside your bowels, right? So these are two different things. Very curious to which one he has, but okay.
The markers, he's concerned that it's ass cancer, so we're gonna roll that one out.
Yeah, and I wish you all the best of it because I don't know whether you do or don't have some other form of cancer with blood in your stool. It's always good to get your colonoscopy, things like that. I will say you're talking about how the hormone is high enough that you're looking at other cancers. Polycythemia vera has a low level of that hormone, not a high level.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe, again, he hasn't said high or low. He's just said it's time to start looking for other cancers.
I'm just confused because I thought you said it was high and that's why they were looking at other cancers.
I don't remember saying high. I remember saying present. I don't.
He just said it was high. What?
I don't know.
This guy's just fucking schooling him.
Yeah, but okay, so now I feel like they're looking for other cancers. Why did you confirm like that you got this diagnosis?
Because my doctor diagnosed me. He told me. He said, "This is listen." Talking to the doctor here. When you have one type of cancer present, doesn't it increase your chances of getting a second type of cancer?
Well, the cancers independently, one separate from another, don't increase the risk of another cancer. But if you're somebody who's prone to developing malignancies, like you are more prone to developing certain things.
And this is my second cancer.
Yeah. So I also wanted to talk about that because basal cell carcinoma.
Oh, you know what they say, guys. Third time's a charm, huh?
Yes, you're right. It is cancer. As someone who works in the field and is very aware of basal cell cancer, it is not an aggressive cancer.
Right. Exactly. I think it only spreads 2% of the time, if I remember correctly. Is that about right? 2%.
Probably even less than that. Usually it's more of a locally disfiguring lesion. Usually it's just basic skin excision.
As I said in my video, I've been very lucky with my cancers. I've got 2 cancers, but they're both kind of joke cancers. They're not worth 2 episodes.
2 joke cancers, but also, guys, I'm having a bad cancer day. Okay.
So it's bullshit. They have really solid prognosis. Basal cell is basically cut it out and then just stay the fuck out of the sun and wear sunscreen, and you're probably not going to get it again.
Wait, so the doctor here said that apparently, just let's rewind a minute. You said something about having like a low amount of something of a hormone in your blood that would have been the cause for this PV, but then you literally said like a minute before him, it's like your doctor said that you actually had a high amount of that same.
Well, I don't remember saying that, but I do remember saying the hormone.
He does. I'm pretty sure he said it like almost like 2 seconds ago. What is he talking about?
Was present. It could be high.
I got a question.
No, you said it was higher than usual. Enough for it to worry about.
I said that, but I think it's only present when you have a cancer.
Would you be willing, Boogie, to share some paperwork with this medical professional?
No,
of course not, because
Why?
I don't. He doesn't have my credentials or anything. I don't blame him for not wanting to share stuff with me personally, but
no.
I don't. You said you would make no money on cancer, but that was some of the justification for the crypto scam.
Yeah, but that was an appearance fee. It's why I decided to do it. It's one of the reasons I have a bunch of medical tests that I need to pay for.
Yeah, so you're profiting off your cancer. You're using it as an excuse to be a piece of shit.
So I agreed to do it, but I didn't tell them I have cancer. I only mentioned it after I already got the paycheck. I got the paycheck for being an appearance.
You use it as a justifier for scamming people.
The coffee as an explanation that you were screaming.
Yes, it's one of the reasons I agreed to do it.
You used the cancer to keep the money once you already admitted that it was bad to take. Wait, let me talk. You agreed that taking the money was a bad thing. But you told Coffee, you did. You did.
No.
I heard it in Coffee's video.
Yeah, you literally said, we have it on tape. I have it on my
he said that it was bad. I'm like,
and you agreed. And you agreed. That's what I'm saying. You agreed with Coffee. Taking the money was bad. But you told Coffee, I can't because I have to pay for cancer treatments. So you did. So this whole idea of like, I'm never going to use my cancer to make money, you did publicly just a little while ago.
No, I didn't, because I said that's why I agreed to do it. That's why I personally agreed to do it. It was part of one of my factors, one of my decisions. But it's not why they didn't offer it to me because I have cancer. I didn't talk to them I have cancer.
Yeah, but you use it as an excuse to keep the money. You're like, oh, yeah. What is the point of even this anymore?
You understand my point. You understand the point that I'm making.
Yes, a very twisted framing, and a very twisted framing, and a very weird framing. Yes.
Well, yeah, he just doesn't want to admit that he's using his cancer for money.
The way the entire chat is agreeing with me.
And a very weird framing.
Did Coffee use like AI or something to fake that?
No, listen to me. They came to me. They didn't know I had any form of cancer, and we never discussed it. We discussed promoting a coin. We then promoted the coin, and then I got
justification for keeping the bad money. The justification for keeping the bad money was because you had cancer.
And that's why I did, and that's why I'll continue to keep it until the fucking doctors.
That makes you a hypocrite. You understand?
I don't agree that it's bad money. I don't. I think it was fucking funny. I got paid to make a promotional video.
He did at the time, though. But Wings, he agreed.
Yes, because guess what? I'm very easily influenced because I'm a people pleaser.
Really?
I'm very easily influenced because I'm a people pleaser is not true. Boogie is the person that he's desperately trying to please. He's not a people pleaser. People pleasers are people who do things for other people because it like makes them feel good in some capacity. Boogie is not that. Boogie uses people pleasing as a defense mechanism to get people, to manipulate people. These are two different things. He's not a people pleaser. He is a manipulative person that will pretend to be a people pleaser. He's the kind of person that does something nice for you so that you will give him something in return, not because it makes him feel good. There's no fucking way. He's not a people pleaser. He's a manipulative fuck.
I have the medical records.
Why is it never I fucked up? No.
The webcam is gone? Oh, wait, what? Oh, my wife is talking about for her thing. The webcam is in the backpack that I use. We took it to Pennsylvania, baby.
I'm a people pleaser. I'm a narcissist. I'm fucking blah, 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 some dude. God damn, bro. You literally like just said it's on tape that you took this fucking crypto money.
Just prove you have it. I don't think I don't even think you're lying.
So I just want to be clear. My wife, we got an AC installed. I got this new window AC, 24,000 BTU. It's been hot as balls in the house. My wife has been upset and resistant about it for a while now. Right. And one of the reasons is because the guy who put it in, it works, but he put the outlet in crooked. He did a bad job framing it. You know, he was late every single day. One day he was supposed to come. I was like the time he was supposed to be there, and I called. I was like, hey, where are you? Oh, I can't be there till 2 hours later. You know, frustrating thing. You know, the way he put it in was kind of ugly. So understandable that she would be upset. But I was like, baby, you know, it sucks. We can fix some of the parts that are broken, but ultimately, like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and you're gonna love it once you feel the AC. And she just texted me and said, upstairs feels amazing. So, you know, that's just something I keep in mind, guys. You know, sometimes your wife will be annoying about stuff, but give her 3 days. Give her 3 days, and she'll stop bitching about it. Okay? Something to keep in mind.
We can do 10 more fucking episodes. You will never see my paperwork. You will never.
You know what's really fucked up? You're putting all of the. You're actually putting like the reputation. You're putting the fucking. You're putting Keem and Wings and Tommy in the. No. Let me finish. You're putting these three guys in a terrible position.
Hey, listen. You might be memeing me for talking about my wife a lot. That's a fair meme, but at least I don't talk about the cancer I don't have a lot. Okay.
With their own credibility, because now, if you're not if you're not proving yourself, now the rest of the world is going to think that Keemstar, who's built his platform for 15 years, is protecting somebody who can't even prove they have the cancer that they're listing off.
He's 2 episodes throwing me under the fucking bus, doing everything he can.
What are you talking about? He is probably, if I was your boss.
Thank you for the $2 from Koba Stalin. This guy is pathetic. Me? Maybe. Boogie? Definitely.
You would be fucking thrown to the wind. He is your boss, and he's still giving you $1 million to just say prove it. You're putting his reputation.
Well, I'm sure he loves what's going on because he gets to profit off of it, right? Like. They were using this cancer situation to profit off it. I mean, Boogie is the star of the show at this point, so
everyone's reputation on the line really is on the show. And you're okay with that? Like, you're a people's pleaser, but you throw the people that care about you most.
Because I reject your hypothesis. The reality of it is,
I reject your hypothesis, sir.
Prove us wrong.
No,
prove us wrong.
Right now.
Maybe this is a privileged question, but have you all not had AC? I've had like smaller units, but like I've never had. This house is like very hot. And so, like, every year we kind of debate, like, do we want to do something, blah, 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 blah. This year I went to consider central air. Would have cost $12 grand. And that's from, like, my cousin. So I know it would have been, like, legit. Like, they didn't give me a bad price. I was like, holy fuck. So I went and I bought a wall unit for $1 grand. And then I went to Home Depot and they sent me a reference to the person that I could, like, hire to put it in. I did. I think he did an okay job. I'm just not particularly... I mean, I liked the guy. You know, he was late one day because this way he goes to church every Sunday. And so, you know, I have a soft spot for it. But, you know, this is the first time we've had, like, the whole house more temperature controlled. And because it sucks, man. Every summer, we just don't really do chores. The dishes pile up. We don't really, you know what I mean? Like, it's just because it's so hot in the house. So this unit's been fucking incredible.
Now, they've done everything they can.
Then fuck over your friends. The last few friends that you have.
How are they getting fucked over?
Because their reputation is attached to a person lying about their fucking cancer.
They have been steadfast that I'm lying, and they have done everything to pry it out of me.
You know what my manager told me? You know what my manager told me? He said, dude, you have to get rid of Boogie. If he really lied about his cancer, you have to get rid of him.
And I didn't.
Well, that would be. I mean, you don't really. This whole show. The whole show is about the lolcow thing. Like, this is the whole show is to milk every shitty thing that this guy does. So this is what they know. This is probably a great move for the lolcow podcast. I don't know how much longevity there's going to be because nobody's tuning in for like anything that he has to say. They're just tuning in for like him embarrassing himself and stooping even lower. So, you know, we don't really know if this is going to have good longevity for the podcast, right? But this is like the whole point. I'm just almost excited to see what the next fucking thing is.
This is going to reflect bad on you. And you know what I said to him?
Yeah, our windows don't fit regular AC units. They're fucking sliding windows and they're very small. So
I said, no, he's staying on the show. He's staying on the show. Boogie, there's no way Boogie's lying about cancer. He'll eventually show it. I'll do another stream with him. I'll get him to prove that he has the cancer, and that'll be the end of this.
More, you'll never see my medical records.
So what, I'm gonna be. This is gonna be labeled as the fake cancer show from now on.
Like, no, I will be, and you can come make fun of me about it every week. And we'll talk about other things.
Boogie, you know we can get these answers out of you, right?
Keep trying. Go right ahead.
Because like here's the thing.
10 hours.
You're not gonna tell me what it is. But all it's going to take is to get that 20-year-old girlfriend of yours drunk, and she'll let it slip.
That's so fucking funny.
To somebody.
Oh, you know what she'll let slip is that I have polycythemia vera because she's been in the room with. I'll get her to say it right now.
Yeah, but I don't even think that she knows her full ABCs, so it doesn't really matter what you say to her. She doesn't. You know what I mean? Just to be clear.
You know,
don't coach her. Don't coach her. Put her on. Don't coach her.
So I'll come bring her in here and
wait. Hold on. Don't coach her. Let her come on and talk, and don't fucking talk to her. You do that every time she comes on to back you up.
Hey,
you're like, tell them this. Like, come on. You're literally.
Do you mind speaking with them about this?
Don't tell her what to say.
Again.
Not coaching you.
I mean, it doesn't matter. She's already been coached.
I'm not saying anything. Would you like to speak with them?
I can maybe do it if he does or does not, just if he shows me his numbers on the erythropoietin levels.
That's not giving up records.
Again, I'm never going to do that. I'm never
going to. Number. I mean, I'm curious about the number.
I don't know the number. I'd have to.
You have it in the portal. You can look it up in the
Why
portal.
we talk to Desi? Look in the portal real quick. Yeah. Take some time. Take some 10 minutes. I don't care.
This isn't private. You can just give him a number.
Bro, we're trying to help you. We're actually trying to help you.
You are getting more charitability than the average person right now. Like,
I understand. I'm going to stand on my laurels. It's the same thing. Again, if you're asking me to do anything I don't want to do, I'm not going to do it.
That is true. He's getting a lot more charity than anybody else. Well, I don't even know if it's a lot more charity. I think it's because, like, it's not even charity. What it is that Boogie has such low reputation. The only reason we watch him is to watch the train wreck. It's funny at this point. It's just like an embarrassing train wreck. You know, if it was a normal person who faked cancer, you'd be like, wow, how could you do this? You're a person. With Boogie, he's not a person, right? So nobody cares.
That's how it's always going to be. You have found.
So when King told you to get on your fucking knees and moo, is that something you wanted to do?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. It was funny.
Okay.
You didn't think that was funny? It was fucking hilarious.
No, I thought that was retarded as fuck.
I mean, I guess it was. I don't even think I laughed. I don't think it was funny. It was just embarrassing. It's pathetic.
Sure.
I thought it was funny. I was so mad.
Funny, yeah.
I was so mad. And when he sent that video and actually did what I told him to do, I was like kind of chuckling, but I was still mad. Hey, Desi, how are you? We can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm muted.
Oh, I thought her name was Desi, not Muta.
No, it's fixed now. It's fixed.
Okay, sorry. I'm doing okay. How are y'all?
Okay, so Boogie is like legitimately getting canceled by the internet. Some of the biggest YouTubers on the planet have covered this.
There's no cancellation left.
I mean, like, we're talking about tens of millions of views of Boogie faked cancer. All he has to do is prove that he actually has cancer. And he's saying stuff like, we talked about this as a household. I'm never doing that. Why? There's so much at risk. His entire career, everything could go down the pits.
Yep.
Not really. He's got nothing. There's really nothing left to risk.
The house you all live under could be under risk too. Like if he can't pay for the mortgage.
Yeah, I know it sounds silly, but like for him, it's just like, I know for him, honestly, it's just that like his whole life, everything you guys know, like he just has no privacy whatsoever in his life.
Yeah, he's already been coached. This is a stupid argument. He doesn't care about privacy. If you're willing to get on your knees and beg to another grown man, there's nothing left.
So like this is the one thing that he does have like for him. So like,
you know what? One thing he could have had for him, not parading his girlfriend around like in some weird Jabba the Hutt, Princess Leia cosplay, OnlyFans teaser, whatever bullshit he was doing. Usually the thing that's most sacred to you is supposed to be the partner you're with. He would know that if he was an adult, but you know, he dates fucking kids. Legal adults, she's a legal adult, but she has a fucking mentality of a kid. She can't even go to a Walmart without getting social anxiety. I can't get a job because I get social anxiety walking into a Walmart. We're making a lot of progress by walking her into Walmart. Yeah, but that does not sound like an adult.
Are you reading something off of the table?
No, I'm not reading anything. It's just like I have anxiety, and so it's just.
I have anxiety and I can't go into a Walmart.
Yeah,
hey, Desi, you remember me, right?
I do.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
Hi. Do you go to the doctors with Boogie?
I do. Yes.
What do the doctors usually talk about when they're referring to his polycythemia?
You know, I don't try, like, I hate to be put on the spot, but like, I don't have very good memories, so word for word, I'm not going to be able to tell you guys this, but I can confirm that they discuss it and that they, you know, that it is spoken.
Do they say the word?
So why don't you care? I don't really understand. Like, this is what weird to me. If I go to the doctor with my wife, and again, she's not an adult mentally. If I go to the doctor with my wife, my doctor cares more than me about what's being said. So, you know, I thought she loved him so much that she would cry on camera if he would ever cheat on her or die. But you go to the doctor and you just sit there and play on your iPad while the doctor is talking to Boogie. Like, I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. None of it makes any sense. Oh, I don't really know. I don't really. Okay, so like I don't know. Again, okay, that makes no fucking sense to me. Okay, like okay,
word
great.
Cancer.
They do. Yes, they do. Yes, sir.
They ever talk about additional therapy options beyond what he's currently doing?
They have. Yes, they probably. Well,
They have. They probably will.
I just can't give you guys an honest. You know, like it's.
Yeah, you can't give you an honest answer. I fucking slipped that one out. What the fuck?
I'm so like put under all this pressure right now. But
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're trying to help. We're trying to help the guy because
I know, yeah.
all
I
he
know
has to do is just prove what he's saying is true. Now that so many people are saying it's not true, and we're just it doesn't make sense. Him saying this is the only private thing I have. Like he has tons of private stuff. Like come on, like this doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing, Desi, right? Like, Boogie might have been talking to you over this last week and saying, oh, Keemstar and Jordy, they backstabbed and double-crossed me. But what Keemstar was doing was setting him up for success. He brought Destiny on, a person that he obviously adamantly hates this week because of the situation. All these rumors were coming up that he was faking cancer. There was documentaries coming out. He was setting it up so he could have a win in front of 5,000-6,000 people. And Boogie started doing this whole, like, sacred cow thing where, like, no, you're not going to see my things. And that casts doubt.
Yeah,
right? Any sane person will doubt.
Could you imagine how amazing, like, what a clip it would be on the internet, like 10 million viewed viral on Twitter in a day, if fucking Boogie shut down one of the largest streamers on the platform, Destiny, by just proving that he had this cancer that Destiny was so willing to die on the grave for. That would have been sick. He could have flipped around.
And on top of that, Destiny offered him $5,000, so he could have took $5,000 from him, plus got this giant win. And so I don't feel like I set Boogie up. I feel like, oh, there's drama. Boogie's going to prove he has cancer. Because in my opinion, before any of this happened, I'm like, there's no way Boogie would lie about this. But now it's getting so ridiculous. 4 days have passed by. Boogie hasn't even come to the conclusion of like, I'll just show it and that'll be the end of this. Like he's still fighting it. It doesn't make any sense to anyone.
It doesn't like I can't fight with him. I just have to stand by him, even though it may not make sense. It is what it is.
No, it does. You know what it sounds like? I can't fight with him. I have to stand by him. What it like legitimately sounds like is somebody who's trying to imitate a relationship. Like that's what like generally speaking, like yeah, a partner will generally stand by their partner. You're supposed to be a ride or die. But the way it's being communicated, it just sounds like baby shit. Like, no, you don't understand. I have to stand by him. And it's like, what? Well, people would understand that, number one. Number two, like, there are things that my wife will and will not stand by. Like, my wife would beat the fuck out of me if I ever lied about cancer, right? So, yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like you're trying to sound like you're in a, like, I don't know, like you're like an adult in a relationship. I don't know.
It is.
That's my man. I'm going to stand by him.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, any other questions, panel?
Yeah.
Do you know which types of doctors he sees?
I don't know.
You don't know. There's no way. You don't know?
There's too many for me to. I can't without mistaking it. I don't want to lie to y'all.
I feel like if this was like, I feel like if she cared, she would know about all these doctors.
Shazzy, don't worry. We only have like 100 viewers tonight. It's like there's just a few people here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all are good. I'm all right. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but we're done.
We're good.
Okay,
Yeah, we're good.
done.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all. Sorry.
Thank y'all.
Somebody said at the party, Boogie and his girlfriend look like the number 10.
That's funny.
So I have somebody else on the phone, by the way, who would also like to talk to you guys.
Is it my brother?
Yeah, Brian, can you hear me?
Brian, can you hear me, brother? What's up,
Brian
brother?
has seen my paperwork.
Wow.
He's been with me for the last 2 years. Brian has seen my medical records ever since.
So when you admit that you have it, don't have it later in about 20 minutes, what happens then? Like what do we do with your brother's credibility? How do we do that? Because just before you were talking about how you were like abused as a kid, and your brother verified it because it happened to him. He's so credible, but then like we find out later in this that you're lying. So what do we do with that?
Since I was 25 when I first went septic, this man has helped me with my healthcare decisions my entire life.
Wow.
You have any questions for him? I can say what you.
What does he do about your eating habits?
I repeat, any questions you have for him?
I'm fat too.
I do have a question for him. The question I have is like
background noise.
My question for Brian is like why what in his opinion is the reason for Boogie to be so secretive about this diagnosis?
Yeah, Brian, they want to know why you think I'm not willing to share my medical records with these guys.
Number one, you're
the diagnosis, not the medical records. The diagnosis.
Oh, the diagnosis. Hold on, let him answer. Go ahead.
I said you're under no obligation to share medical records. Number one, it's a HIPAA violation if somebody else shares those medical records. That's number two. There's
okay. We know he's under an obligation. Okay.
other things in your medical records that aren't fit for public consumption.
Like what?
Just private information that could be used against you for people to locate you, to discriminate against you. And
how would any of that be used? None of this makes sense. So locate you, that information. So just to be clear, nobody was asking for this to be public information. The argument was like, hey, make this available to a reputable third party, and they can verify it. That was what it was being asked for. So none of this is accurate or true. It's just lawyer talk. That's all it is lawyer talk. It can be used to discriminate against you. What? You're lying about cancer. That's what's being used to discriminate against you.
So, I mean, medical records in and of themselves shouldn't be disclosed in that manner. I mean, I see no necessity. Plus, I mean, it's very clear that given your predispositions that you're susceptible to this particular type of cancer anyhow. So there's no reason for it.
Any other questions?
Yeah, why did he lie to me just now?
What was the lie?
I asked for why does he think that you are
he wants to know why you specifically think I'm not wanting to
skeptical about the diagnosis. Yes.
Why am I skeptical about the diagnosis?
No, why you won't share the diagnosis? Like, what do you gain from it?
Specifically don't want to share it?
Yeah, why I specifically don't want to share the diagnosis and proof of it.
First of all, I don't think you want to share any personal information that make you any more vulnerable than you've already been. You've been the victim of a stalker. You've been harassed.
Now, Boogie's not the victim of a stalker. Frank Castle is not a stalker, just to be clear. Boogie specifically went onto like some fucking podcast and told this guy to show up to his house. And then the guy did. You're begging for people to do this shit, and then you fired a gun because you're a fucking idiot. Like, when I first started the story, too, I was like, oh, man, I feel bad for this guy. After seeing that, it's like, no, don't feel bad for him. He fucking asked for the guy to go. It's full of shit.
Why would it be a HIPAA violation?
Online, people typically use against you. They use to make you even more vulnerable.
It wouldn't be a. Hold on.
I mean, why should you?
Let him answer.
Here's
why would this be a HIPAA violation? HIPAA only applies to workers.
He was saying if other people share, I can personally share my medical records with whoever. That would be a HIPAA.
Okay, why can't you redact the information that would be personal, like your SIN numbers and fucking any?
Because I don't want to. Because fuck you, I'm not going to share my medical records. I don't know how to make them more clear. I'm not going to share any of it.
We're supposed to go on a Hail Mary here, a vouch.
No,
your brother's point is like all this information can be used against you, which we can redact. But at the same time, if you don't give the information, it's also going to be used against you in a much more fervent
and let him do it. And let him do it. And let him do it. Because that's what it's been for the last.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I'm not understanding. But like, why are you in this mindset? Like, fuck everybody. Let's crash this plane into the ground.
I'm going to take a few questions from the doctor because I have him on mute because he's got background noise, and then I'm going to let the doctor go. Go ahead, Honey Badger.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know I had background noise. I couldn't hear. Yeah. I mean, first off, I was going to say, like, I mean, we're talking about sharing your private information. I mean, how is sharing a number, like the results, sharing anything in particular?
All right, so I asked Brian about that just now. Okay. And so, Brian, do you remember from what you've seen, you
asked Brian about this just now? I don't understand. This was supposed to be your argument from the start, and now you're just getting this new coached argument?
Hormone is it that's present that tells him I have this, and what is it high, is it low, what is it? Like, can you explain any of that for us?
No, I actually don't know the critical values for this particular type of diagnosis. My area is primarily infants and women. But I don't know the particular critical values for this. I just saw the official diagnosis that was written on your chart.
Well, doesn't Boogie have the testosterone of a woman? So
you had it was actually the DSM. I mean, no, sorry, not DSM. It was your ICD code for your insurance that indicated the diagnostic value the diagnostic code you had. So, but I didn't see your labs.
What does that mean?
Go ahead, Doc.
And the ICD code was for polycythemia vera, not polycythemia.
One second, Brian. He's got another question. What's the question?
Yeah, and the ICD code was for polycythemia vera, not for just polycythemia.
And he wants to verify that it was for polycythemia vera and not just polycythemia. Is that?
Yeah, it was for polycythemia vera. It was if I go back, I tell him that I could find the exact ICD-10 code.
Yeah.
To give it to him because that's what you'd asked me to review initially because you were very concerned about the prognosis, the condition, and what it might complicate other comorbidities that you might have.
Right.
And so,
can you provide us the ICD-10 code?
Since you called me, you got the diagnosis.
He said it would take him a little bit, but yes, he doesn't know it off the top of his head. But he wants the ICD code, whatever it is.
You have to give him the ICD code off your chart.
Yeah.
Why couldn't Boogie just give us that ICD code? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. ICD code for polycythemia vera. It's D45, right? So this is an easy Google search. The fact that Boogie couldn't even provide this code is fucking crazy. So this is I guess I don't know, ICD-10-CM diagnosis code for D45. Like, you couldn't show that. I don't understand. Okay.
I mean, you can take your time if you want to text that to me later or whatever it is. You go ahead, but they want it.
Look, did they ever test you for something called JAK2?
Be there.
Does that ring a bell?
Isn't that the hormone that they were testing for?
It's not a hormone.
JAK2?
It's not a hormone.
All the criteria, but I just know, like I said, the diagnostic code that you got.
Yeah. Well, he's asking if they did labs for something called JAK2, and it
yeah, Stacker 2. You guys remember that?
Familiar? JAK2, something like that. Sounds familiar. Isn't that the thing that they test for, the hormone that I'm talking about? You said it's not a hormone.
It's not a hormone, but explain. Please clarify that. I only have the diagnostic code, and some of the labs may in fact be in CPT codes. If they're not in the CPT codes,
I mean, the thing is, giving us an ICD-10 code wouldn't even do anything because you just Google them. But like,
I have to check the door. I'm pretty sure there's cops. Brian, I'll talk to you a little bit. Okay, thank you, brother.
I'm pretty sure there's cops.
I love you.
He's just rushing his brother off the phone. Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure this is a swatting. Let's find out. It would not be the first I've had since the last episode. So let's.
All right. So now we're pretending that he's getting swatted. That's awesome. Got it.
See if they're back.
Wait, do you guys have any questions for me otherwise, or things like that? He
swatted.
Because Boogie's pretending to get swatted now.
Oh, okay.
I don't really care.
Well, it's alleged. What happened?
No,
Boogs?
it was Papa John's this time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't commit to it. It was Papa John's? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what just happened was very clearly a deflection. Boogie, I gotta get up and go to this door. They probably got swatted. Why couldn't your fucking girlfriend go to the door and figure this information out for you? Oh, I forgot. She can't walk into the Walmart without having social anxiety. Can you get the door when the guy comes? I have social anxiety. Please, Boogie. Get the door for me, please.
Let me remind you guys that when you
it's always Papa John's.
Well, it was the
Sure, it was intentional.
It was the cops on Thursday night, or whenever our last episode was.
They did a wellness check, right?
Yeah, of course. And God bless them for doing it. They were really kind about it. They apparently it is still in my paperwork.
What a waste of taxpayer dollars.
That this house gets a lot of those, so they brought it up. They were very quick about it. Very nice people. But let me remind you that when you
or the roommate. Why didn't somebody else get the fucking door, Boogie?
have a pizza delivered without paying for it to a YouTuber's house, you're not pranking the YouTuber. It doesn't bother me to go answer the door. Who you pranked is the delivery guy, and he was a very nice delivery guy.
Why didn't you try the pizza?
Yeah, dude.
It's $40. I'm not gonna waste $40. I'm crunching. I'm not gonna waste $40 on much of anything right now.
Come on, man.
Yeah, okay.
Just
much less a pizza that I don't want.
Come on, man. End all this.
did.
What was on the pizza?
No, I did give him $5 for his trouble. So whoever did that, you just cost me $5.
Do this. Do this.
That's
There's
bad.
two-
Now they're gonna do it again.
You're in the woods and there's a path.
Yeah.
All right. One path is, you lied about cancer, and the other path is you didn't lie. Everyone else is wrong. Which path are you going to take?
Everyone else is wrong.
Okay.
I literally just
Make
brought in
that-
2 witnesses.
Go down the path today. Show
Your witnesses
everyone.
didn't corroborate anything.
Just show it, Boogie. What are you doing? Just show
Here's
it.
what I'll do. My brother will pull that code. We'll send it. To
That code doesn't matter.
Hey, thank you so much for to Roger Jameson for the $5. I appreciate that, brother.
That's what you
Show
Googled
the
in 2
fucking,
seconds.
Boogie, just show that you have the fucking cancer.
No,
What are you-
again, the show
why
can
are
go
you
for
doing
100
this?
more hours.
Why are you doing this?
No one will believe me anyway. They're just gonna say it's a fucking.
Why are you
fucking
doing
faked it.
this?
Because there's one goddamn thing I'm going to stand on, and this is it. There's one goddamn thing I won't do for clout, and this is it. This is it. The only thing I won't fucking do.
Would you be willing?
Throw me all you want.
Would you be willing to show your name and that code in the app? Just those 2 items.
I don't know that code is in the app. It's in my charts. I don't know.
Wait, why wouldn't it be in the app?
No, my brother would have to.
Well, I'm just saying, like that'd be fine if it's on the same paper, just your name and just that code.
And no one will believe me anyway, though. Just say it's Photoshop. What's the point? I'm standing where I stand.
Again, nobody's asking for him to show it to everybody in the world. They're asking for him to show it to a verified third party.
Yeah, 14,000 people in here. I'm sure
Like a reputable third party person. Like the Keemstar would be fun.
somebody could spot a fake Photoshop. We could have it analyzed.
Exactly.
What if
exactly.
What if I have to fire you? What if it comes down and there's a situation where I have to literally fire you because you lied about cancer? I mean, that could easily happen.
Then we'll have a conversation about it then, Keem.
Then I'll get on my knees and I'll beg again.
And at the end of the day, if I fucking, I've already lost everything because I've chosen to keep my shit personal. I've already lost fucking everything.
He's a martyr, guys. He's martyring himself.
Also, I have cancer. No, I can't make a YouTube video ever again without people. You lied about cancer. I can't make a tweet. You lied about cancer. That's it. I'm no longer a YouTuber.
Boogie, look at the single tier episode. You know what's going to happen when I go
We're getting so close. We're getting so close to him admitting it.
stream next time? I'm going to have 200-300 people saying like, "Why do you like she-males and big black cock?"
Whoa, that's dated.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, like in BBC is not as bad as faking cancer. So.
it's going to be like that way for a month.
I'm not doing it anymore.
I mean, just saying, it's like it's part of the game. It's part of what we signed up for.
Yeah, you signed up for this, Boogie.
Well, I'm going to concentrate on getting better. I'm going to concentrate
As
on
you pour yourself a Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew, 0 calories. Proved up by everyone.
Okay. Thank you so much, Drew Felgenhauer. Did I say that right? Didn't Boogie create a bunch of fake Twitter accounts and interact with them? Conspiracy, but is his doctor brother even his brother or roommate? That's actually a very good question. I think maybe that was talked about in like when he was talking to Turkey Tom a while ago. Vaguely remember that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I guess that's a good question though. Is it actually his brother?
Well, it's already in it anyways. Jesus.
You know, I don't eat food anymore. You know, I've lost 20 fucking pounds because of this goddamn weight loss medication they put me on, and I kind of hate it, by the way, because putting food in my body is hard now. I don't like it.
Oh, that's so sad. Thank you so much, Bash Lollygag, for the $2. Do we believe Boogie has a roommate at this point? I don't know, man. Maybe. I really don't know. Have we ever seen him?
I almost want to fire you. I almost want to fire you because this is so stupid.
Well, please don't.
But you have
no. But I mean, if you're lying about your cancer and you're not willing to debunk it, you guys are terrible.
Yes, I
Here's the thing.
Oh, is that what gets him to actually admit it? Keemstar's like, you know, I'm gonna have to fire you.
Here's the thing. I would not fire you if you lied about your cancer. I wouldn't. You know, you're a fuck up. Everyone knows this. But I might fire you if you don't prove you do have cancer. Or you
okay,
don't.
then I'll lie and say I'm lying. Okay, does it make you feel better? I'm lying.
Yeah, okay.
Saying,
I made it all up. I made it all up. One day I woke up and I convinced I sent my brother fake medical codes, and I got doctors to sit here and fucking lie to my girlfriend. I've done all of that with my magic manipulation machine.
I just
you know what's really just so insulting? It's like, forget about me, forget about even the audience watching. Who gives a fuck about any of them?
Yeah.
What about the 2 friends you have in here watching and having your back, and you're just fucking them over?
Which 2 friends?
Which
true.
Me and Wings. Me and Wings.
I'm fucking him over. I disagree entirely. Number one, listen to me, hear me out. Don't interrupt me. Number one, they have called me out from the very beginning. They're calling me out to the very end. Okay. Secondly, there is no reason to fire me from the show, because at the end of the day, this
Well, I mean, he's making them a lot of money with his cancer lie, so I guess he's not fucking them over.
probably end up being good for the show. Probably temporary, but probably long term as well. People will hate.
I don't know if it's a long-term goodness. I feel like the problem is that like every time Boogie does something worse, it makes people, I would say, generally speaking, it makes people less likely to interact when he does another thing that's not as bad, if that makes sense. Like, I think some dumb bullshit happened a while ago. I never covered it. Like, people don't cover it unless it's worse than, right? So the scam, that was worse than what he had done before. And then we got the cancer. That's lying about cancer. That's probably as bad as he can get, unless this guy fucking rapes a girl. So I don't know if people are going to tune in. At some point, it's just going to be like, yep, there's Boogie again doing something stupid. Like, we have no expectations of him. Who cares? People are just going to, like, get bored of it. Especially since, again, he admitted on, like, the CoffeeZilla thing that he was, like, sensationalizing things for attention. He was trying to grab for attention, so, yeah.
Watch the fuck out of it. Number 3, I do believe, because I've heard from many of you, that there are people out there who understand why I won't share my shit. There are people out there who understand and appreciate that I'm standing here solid on this fucking hill that I'm willing to die on. There are things I will not do for clout.
Wow, are you the hill, Boogie?
There are things I will
not for clout. This is not for clout. This is anti-clout.
And money, then whatever it is.
Just
anti-clout.
For a job?
Just fucking prove that you have cancer already. God damn it. If you really have this, just prove it right now. Quit fucking around.
What proof do you want?
What is, there's no, just show the portal. Show the portal. You send it to me, I'll send it to Muta. Muta's not going to share it with
Thank you so much for the $2 from Artsy KC. Hi, Pop, a longtime viewer, first time enjoyer. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the 4-month medium gut from Coyote. Wings apparently stopped taking testosterone because it could have caused the cancer, and it fucked up Wings and his wife trying to have kids. Please, love you. I mean, that makes sense, I suppose. I feel like, though, if your testosterone levels are low, though, doesn't that have a negative impact on your body as well?
the world. I will not share it with the world.
I'm definitely not sharing. I'm definitely not sending you Muta's fucking.
Muta's going to leak something. He does all kinds of news reports and keeps shit off record all the time. If it's off record,
would never. I don't think he would ever leak anything. That's just like a lie.
It's off record. This would be an off record thing. I want him to see it, and I want to see it. Send me and I'll send it to Muta, and that's where it will go. It will go nowhere else.
I'm not doing it online. I won't do it on there. We will have a private.
Will he just do it now? Just do it now. This is so easy.
If you just do it now, then we know that you're going to find the editor inspect that to do anything.
2 episodes, fucking 20 hours, 4 fucking days of standing here saying no, go fuck yourself.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You were wrong before. Make the right decision now and prove it. So
to not share my shit.
Yes, that's wrong. Because you publicly said that you had it and you didn't back it up. You publicly told the audience that you had cancer, and now when you're being confronted with, oh, he lied about this, you want to know something?
You want to know what pisses me off right now, Boogie? You want to know what really fucking drives me insane? No, let me finish it.
No. Yes, your breathing is annoying.
It's not about that. It's not a hate boner. I'm just calling you out on bullshit. You know, literally a day ago, my cousin just had a breast cancer come back. Okay, metastasized, by the way.
That sucks. Yeah, you got to constantly check that. My mom had breast cancer, very, very early stages. Some could call it the Polly Pocket of breast cancer. No, very early. That she caught it very early. She got like biopsy. They cut a piece out. I think they had to do it again. And then you're on like a medication. I think after you get cancer once, you're on a medication or like that or something, because I don't know, but she just constantly gets it like checked every so often. You know, she's a higher risk, so you know it's unfortunate.
Give her fucking cancer.
No, it's not that. This is how much cancer pisses me off. This is how much cancer lies. This is how much cancer lies piss me off. When you are not willing to prove that you have this fucking cancer, and I have to see people die, people who are on their deathbed, far younger than you. You should be fired. You should be removed off the platform. Hell, you are the worst fucking person I have ever seen on this platform. You are absolutely.
Why would you die if your dad died? This doesn't even make sense. So you're telling me that your dad molested and abused you as a kid, and then he died of cancer, and that's something that you care about? If my dad now dies of cancer, I would think it's funny. Like, I hate that piece of shit. He left my mother 5 months pregnant. He's like never been part of my life. I hate him. Like, a lot of the core of my anger comes from like that fucking cum donor, which is basically what he is. So if he died, I would laugh. Cancer? Hell yeah. I'd be worried because maybe I would get it because, I have biological attachments to him. Okay, so if my dad molested me, I would want him to die of cancer even more. So you're telling me that your dad, who fucking molested you, treated you like shit and abused you with the help of your mom, died of cancer, and you want us to expect that you think that like you care. I don't know. No, it just doesn't add up with everything. I mean, he's obviously lying. He admits it in a sec, but I have a hard time believing that. So.
Absolutely
I
one of
watched
the
my
worst people I've
best
ever
friend
seen,
of
dude.
fucking
God
30
damn.
years die
Jesus
of fucking
Christ.
breast cancer.
Get the fuck out. I don't believe anything that's happened in your fucking
Hey, I
past.
don't
You
give a
lying
fuck.
sack of
Hey,
shit,
my
bro.
fucking dad died of
God
black
damn.
lung that led to
Whatever,
fucking
dude.
lung cancer that killed him.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Fantasy
Ah, he had the black lung. You get that on a pirate ship.
drowned in his fucking blood.
Sorry.
2000 fucking
I'm
one.
sure he did. You can open up about everything else except
Was he a fucking coal miner?
Daniel
Apparently he was a... he was fucking miners. I don't know.
Mooney died of fucking breast cancer.
Sorry, if it was anybody else, I would make these jokes.
He can expose everything about his life except for one thing that was proven wrong.
She died with a
He would
fucking
destroy
crystal
everything
in her fucking hand. And I would never lie about cancer.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah, you would never.
Damn, he's getting defensive. He definitely... It's like watching a fucking... It's just watching a fucking baby, yo.
Lie about it. You won't even do it. Oh,
Guys, I can't go live and I can't live stream for myself because my blood pressure will go up and I would die, but I can yell on the podcast after faking cancer. Thank you for the $2 from the Healy God. Boogie is like the common cold, no cure. Yeah, well, there is a cure for boogie disease. You gotta pick them out.
100% believe you're not talking about this, but everything else.
0% chance I'm proving a goddamn thing to your dumb fucking ass.
Yelling isn't proving anything. Yelling doesn't prove anything.
I'd rather fucking go down. I would rather die of cancer with everyone think I'm fucking lying than
I agree.
You're very fucking
thing. You're a piece of shit manipulative ass. Go.
Manipulative. That's funny. That's a very this is like the person who's like, yeah, I used to date this guy and he was a narcissist. It's like, if you're telling me that the person you used to date is a narcissist, that means that you probably are, right? You're deflecting. Okay, so you know what I mean? Maybe he was a bad guy. But he's a narcissist. He's this. You're manipulative. You're a narcissist. You're doing this. You're doing that. Shut the fuck up.
My manipulative ass. I'm not the one getting manipulated, and he's the one doing it and failing. Rolling a fucking critical failure.
I'm telling you that you can believe what you want. Go fuck yourself.
Where's rolling a 1 on the fucking charisma check?
What's the manipulation? What's the manipulation?
Stop for a second. Stop for a second. Stop.
The lying of cancer.
Stop. Both of you for a second. I'm going to ask the members, because they're obviously the #1 supporters here. They're fucking paid members. I'm going to do a poll with the fucking members, and I'm going to ask them if Boogie doesn't prove to at least me and Muta that he has cancer. And
I won't do it on live.
Listen to me.
I won't do it on live.
Ask the audience. If the audience says that I need to do this, then we have to do this. Because look,
I won't do it on live.
Here's the thing. I will tell you this. I've been friends with Muta for years. He will not leak it. I know he will not leak it.
I don't want. No, it's more a matter of principle. This motherfucker.
What principle?
Said at your party, $10,000 isn't even a lot of money. Talk about.
No, stop saying that out of context. I said $10,000 and selling out the audience you built for 15 years is not worth it. That is a small amount of money for the fucking goodwill you built over the years. So how about we include all of the context there? And yeah, 10K is a small amount of money once you built the audience for 10 fucking years and you fuck them this way.
Like I told you, when your bank account is negative, you fucking need it.
Yeah, when your bank account is negative, that's when you go out and get a fucking job. You don't fucking.
I mean, this is why you don't really want to be famous quickly, and you want to take your time building a brand. You know, people ask me like, "Oh, why don't you do this or that or do this?" It's like because I got my TikToks and Instagram shit, and it's like pulling more people to the channel, and I'm doing better than I ever have before. So like, I'm not looking for a burst of attention. Boogie is. That's why he'll do shit like this, is for a burst of attention. You know, that's all what it boils down to. So this is why you don't want bursts of attention. You want slow, consistent building. You know, back in the day, maybe you wanted bursts of attention as a content creator because, you know, maybe the lifespan of a creator wasn't very high. You know, either you fall off or you sleep with a 17-year-old when you're 25 and people start hating you. Allegedly. But yeah, man. Burning through whatever credibility you have left for this is fucking embarrassing.
Your audience that still remains and sticks by. That's what you do. You get a fucking job. You go out, you go to the fucking employment line, and you get a fucking job.
I got hired to promote a video. That was my job. I did the job.
You got hired to fucking throw your audience to the sharks.
Nobody did that. That's a straw man, and you fucking know it.
There's a straw man, and you know it.
That's a straw man? Why the fuck would they need to hire you? Why would they need to rent out your audience? Why would they give you 10 grand to promote it?
Funny, because it was funny. These guys fucking.
Papa, this guy did build a brand for 10 years and he failed. This is the problem. No, this is the problem with Boogie. I mean, he's at a point now where he's probably fucked forever. The problem with Boogie, he didn't build a brand and failed. I don't think that there's ever been a moment in Boogie's life or his career where he ever put any meaningful effort into his content. He used to make, 1-minute videos, Francis videos. People found it entertaining. I'm not saying they weren't. That's the most that he ever did. And when things shifted, he didn't change. He got older, which is the biggest shift. He didn't change. He didn't do anything of meaningfulness at all. He just kept trying to milk his content. And like for a long time, he wasn't working at all, I'm pretty sure. And he was just making money off his old videos until they demonetized it. Because they're like new YouTube ad censorship, but whatever. He hasn't tried to adjust to a shifting thing. This motherfucker can play video games every day for like 4 hours. get off and edit some of the nice moments off of it, put that up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and he could have made money. Enough money to live. A surprising amount of money. You could do well doing stuff like that. He already has recognition. He already has that. Now he think he's fucked. But like, so he hasn't been putting any effort into anything. And again, this is the easiest time ever. Thank you so much for the 19-month small gut from Barbecue Mention. Glad you didn't make content with the Keem and the Grill. Yeah, me too. I'm much happier with the way that my content has been going. You know, the less than stellar shit that happened like 2 years ago was very positive. I'll tell you that.
Manage Afro Man. They do all kinds of stunts.
Then why aren't you promoting it more? Why aren't you standing by that? Why aren't you standing by
I'm not getting paid anymore. So why, if I'm not getting paid anymore, why would I make another video? When I get paid, I'll do a second video.
So you got paid $5K, but you weren't waiting for your obligations for the other $5,000?
I did both of the things. I did, with the live stream counted. So
I'm gonna do the poll in exactly 10 minutes. All right, I have to do this poll. I'm gonna ask the members if I should fire you if you don't prove it to me, Muta.
I won't do it on live, but I will do.
You know what? You shouldn't have a fucking job, bro.
I will get
you shouldn't even be on here.
When they decide, when they decide, if they decide that I have to send it, my brother get something for you, and he'll fucking show it to you.
No,
you cannot show it with Muta. And no, I'm not. No, that's how it's gonna work.
If you know what? You know what? You have no respect for the audience.
Do you think he's gonna leak it? Do you think he will? Because he won't. I'm telling you right now, he will not leak it.
You're not allowed to see it. You're allowed to tell him. That's what you're allowed. That's the agreement we're making.
Put me in that situation. I need another witness to this. I'm your boss on the show. Like, I could be covering for you. I could be lying.
Anybody but him?
No, it has to be him because he doesn't like you.
That makes sense. Actually, thank you so much for the small gut from Peely God.
He has to be the one. It's
I mean, Boogie's like the personification of not learning through his failures as a content creator. You're not going to be successful if you don't learn through your failures. And he just keeps burning the fucking shit and just begging for more money.
I am not going to do it.
Don't make me the only witness. Don't make me the only witness to it. You know him good enough to not share it. You know him that he will not do that.
Bullshit.
What about Brantley?
Boogie, it's some ordinary gamers. You're giving.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna unlike you, I actually care about my reputation. I wouldn't stake it by leaking off information.
Every time he's made a mistake, I've seen him make an apology video saying, "Hey, I got this wrong." Like he's an honorable guy.
I just plain don't like him.
That's fine, but he's honorable.
Okay, why don't you then tell me? Why don't you like me? All right, let's get it out. Why don't you like me?
I mean, you should like him when he shows up to the podcast. Like, it's definitely a part of the reason why I guess, like, you know, views. You know, let's be real. He's a big creator that shows up. Wasn't that like the founding of this whole channel? It was like a big fight between you guys. Like you know, they were all part of the fucking process.
Mr. Muta, I had no problems with you 30 minutes before. Now you do. Come on.
He's an honorable person. He's not.
He tried streaming games and his viewers were repulsed by his personality. Is that true? Wow, what a fucking loser.
To fucking leak it. He's not gonna
look. I don't have a problem with Escargot. I just don't like it. I don't have a problem with you. I just don't like you.
Damn, comparing an indie guy to Snail seems racist. Stupid.
I used to watch your content.
What did you like the most? What did you watch?
Mostly just the topics. I would watch.
Which topic?
I prefer Asmon Gold on these topics when you repeat whatever Charlie said, you know. And sometimes you do your.
I honestly would prefer Mutahar to be honest with you.
Your own research, and I do like the videos where you do your own research and go deep. Those are very interesting.
Like what's one of them?
Especially
I like this Keffels video. It's pretty funny. You know, when I watch it. You know, when I do watch it, it's obviously I'm gonna do it for content. I don't really watch anything that's not content related. Move with a purpose, brothers.
Were they?
I really like the one on the trans person. I thought
the trans person. Wow, he went with my answer.
That was pretty fucking.
The trans person?
Whatever her name is. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean,
you don't know. You liked the video, but you can't even tell us the topic of the video. That's incredible. Okay.
Just right now. Okay. So I
like the video about Mama Max too. Very fun stuff.
What are you anxious about? Though, like nobody's out here.
I'm about to be manipulated into doing something I've said.
Manipulated.
For 2 years I won't do, so I can stay on the show.
I just started the poll, so only members should be able to vote in that thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I liked about it was
I love this. This is actually funny. He's putting his foot down. He's gonna like legitimately fire him, or at least he thinks he's gonna get fired. I don't think the show lasts without Boogie because he is like the central focus, like the central lolcow. It sounds like Wings is actually a redeemable person. Funny enough, Wings of Redemption. But Boogie is just like that's pretty much it. It's just a fucking a day-to-day embarrassment. So
mostly the topics, and then eventually I realized that you rage bait a lot. And I like someone.
What does he rage bait?
Just most of the topics that you've covered.
What does that even mean? What are you talking about?
No, which topic specifically?
I don't know. There's a lot of gaming stuff.
Well, no.
What does he rage bait on? That's what Boogie does, no? Isn't Boogie rage bait on? Cry about like all the fucking DEI bullshit, all that nonsense?
You just accused me that I rage bait. Do you have specific examples or no?
Yes, some of your videos about gaming.
Like which ones? Like which ones?
I don't know.
You don't know? Like what? What are you hearing? What other people have said? I don't understand.
So you just said something out of your ass to equate me to some fucking rage bait. You don't have
in my memory, I used to watch you, but
in my memory. Wow.
Memory, but okay, then go.
Yeah, my alter watches you, not really me. I have the ID.
Back to your memory. Ask me if I can't even speak.
If I can't even speak,
I need proof.
You talked about
accusing me
You
of something.
talked about the Blizzard stuff. That's something you talked about.
Wait, when did I talk about the Blizzard stuff?
Did you not talk about the Blizzard stuff?
Yeah, the Blizzard stuff were like that shit was fucked up. Like whole sexual harassment stuff.
Well,
to my knowledge, we can look at it right now.
It looks like everyone can vote in the poll because there's over 5,000 votes. But everybody vote. Everyone vote. Everyone vote.
I will not do this live on the show, no matter what you decide. If you have to fire me on the show, maybe
I did talk about, I spoke about their lawsuit, actually. Is that the one you're referring to? The
I don't
Activision
know.
Blizzard lawsuit?
I don't know. I'm having trouble remembering things right now.
I objectively covered the lawsuit. There's nothing in the title.
Trouble remembering things is crazy.
Nothing in the
Boogie,
thumbnail.
take a moment. Boogie, take a moment. Breathe. Calm down. You're having a fucking panic attack.
Yeah, he's getting upset because he knows he's about to get fucked.
Oh, I am. Yeah, trust me. I'm about.
Breathe.
It feels like a fucking heart attack, if I'm being honest. But
you're not gonna have a heart attack.
It feels like a heart attack. I'm having a bad cancer day.
Chill.
Wait, no, I can't say that. I'm having a bad heart attack day. I'm having a bad diabetes day.
Out a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just chill out. Chill out.
I don't want, guys. I don't want to share my medical records. I don't want to fucking do.
We gotta just.
Guys, please, I don't want to share my medical records. Imagine he's telling the truth. He really doesn't want to share his medical records because it shows that he's transgender. And he doesn't want to tell people that because he's afraid that Wings of Redemption will start jerking off to his porn. Okay? And so he's like, you know what? I do have this cancer, but I'm just going to say I don't because I don't want them to expose me for being a trans person. Because the world is so horrible and transphobic and mean. All right? That's what it is.
Bring the temperature down a little bit.
No, if it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. That's it. That's it. If it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. And it'll end up costing me everything. And it's fine. It's fine. But I don't want to share.
Polycythemia vera is not on there.
Like I said, I still need to get the verifying test. I told you.
He needs to get the verifying test. What?
Right, we know this. We know that everybody knows this.
I have plenty of things that I can send him. I can send him results of blood tests showing my fucking red blood cell high. We could probably get him the fucking.
So
code.
Vera's not on there. Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
I don't know, man.
I can send you a bunch of stuff.
You said 4 days ago you were looking at it.
Yeah, 4 days ago you said you were looking at it.
Like I told you, I spent the last. Like I told you, I spent the last 2 years getting treated for it. I've been told by my doctor for the last.
No, he spent the last few years getting treated for polycythemia, possibly. If he's even telling the truth about that.
It's fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not in the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this. I have to do the verifying test.
All right.
I can send you blood test. I can give you blood test results.
And you don't have polycythemia vera on the. You don't have it on the portal.
He doesn't have it on the portal. He tries.
There you go. And there you go. Boogie finally admits it because he's under threat of being fired. Wow, he was so manipulated there, guys. Incredible.
There are other things that are not on the portal that we've talked about.
Okay.
And again, if I was. And again, if I was a liar, if I was a liar, again, if I was a manipulator, I would have sent it a screenshot 3 days ago. I would have prepared something for this. The reality of it is, I just want to be genuine.
What is there that you could have prepared for this?
When I want to be honest with you, I'm telling you, I've been treated for cancer for 2 fucking years.
8 hours for this.
I've been treated for cancer. I said all of this several times before.
No, you have not. You have not. This is the first time you said in this series of events. But to be fair,
there's still plenty of proof in the portal. There's still blood tests that show my red blood.
No, there's the original narrative is you might have polycythemia, which is treated the same as polycythemia vera, but you don't have polycythemia vera. So this is, I guess Destiny was right. All right, Cuckstony, as you were saying earlier. I guess he was right. He got you on that one.
I'm not going to fire you. I'm not going to fire you.
Damn, Desi lied too. His supposed brother lied. Wow, these were supposed to be the reputables. These are supposed to be the reputable individuals.
You admitted it. It's not in the portal. It is what it is.
I've been treated for.
Here's the thing. There's plenty of proof.
Let me talk. Let me fucking talk. Let me fucking talk.
Let me talk.
You know what's so funny? Now that he admitted it, I don't even feel anything. You know, I don't even feel satisfied. I'm like, yeah, we already knew. That just existed. Like, you know, I don't feel good about it. Actually, I just feel like, ugh. I feel like I just wasted my fucking time interacting with this. People have to stop. I have to stop. I have to stop being people. This is enough. The fuck is the point anymore? What a goddamn joke.
No, I've been getting screamed at and just saying no over and over.
Let Wings talk. Let Wings talk.
He's been being sexually assaulted. He said no, and people just kept pushing it. Terrible people.
Hasn't talked. Go ahead, Wings.
You. I forgot my point. I'm just going to Boogie talk. I forgot what I was going to say.
It is in my medical charts. My brother has seen it.
Okay.
Call me a liar all you want. And yes, I could.
Well, you did lie. You just admitted it. You were talking about how you could see it in your chart.
If I wanted to lie here, I would just take a screenshot of the portal and fucking add it in a goddamn editor. I could hire somebody from another country to make it look perfect.
I forgive you.
Just listen. Just listen. Let me say my piece, and thank you for forgiving me. But listen.
It's a horrible thing, but I forgive you. I don't, you know.
For 2 years.
Well, that's what this podcast is. I mean, the podcast is his reputation for getting flushed down the toilet as much as possible. So that's, of course, he's going to be forgiven.
2 years I've been treated for this cancer. It has cost me a fortune in blood tests. It has cost me a fortune in appointments. We have tested for the markers. We have tested my red blood cell count. I'm taking special
medication. I usually just use crayons.
Specifically that got prescribed because of this diagnosis.
So my original theory
in my medical charts. My brother. That's what I keep telling you.
You're saying the same thing. You're looping. Listen, 4 days ago I put out a theory that your doctor told you he thinks you have this, and you rushed to the internet, you made the video the same day. This was my theory, and that's
this is too charitable.
What happened?
No. I think what happened is he went to the doctor. He possibly got some diagnosis for polycythemia. And then the doctor explained that it could be polycythemia vera, blah, 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 blah. But they don't, it's the same treatment anyway, yada, 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 yada. They don't necessarily know. So Boogie decided to take it, run to the internet, and say he had it because it gives him more brownie points. It makes him look better socially. Like, oh my God, Boogie. This way people would feel bad for him. He's back in the conversation on the internet. Like, oh my God, this thing, Boogie has cancer. Isn't that so sad? Yada, 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 yada. And that's pretty much it. You know, he did it for attention. He sensationalized this for attention. That's what I believe. Genuine question: Do you think that Boogie, do you think Boogie would ever fake his death or threaten self-destruction because of his need for attention after he disappears? We can only hope, brother.
It's in my medical chart. 4 days ago, he said that he saw polycythemia vera on the
But he
list.
didn't. But he
Today
didn't.
he doesn't.
He didn't. That was
Today
wrong.
he doesn't.
Can I,
4 days ago.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. He still might have the cancer.
Exactly.
Which I do.
Exactly.
Which I fucking do.
Exactly.
But
No, he doesn't.
Right.
the problem is you've made us sit here 9 hours
They gave him an out. They gave him an out so that he feels like he's maintained his dignity.
to get the answer that we knew in hour 1.
No, I've given you the answer the whole 9 hours, which is I have the fucking cancer. I'm being treated for the cancer. It's expensive.
No.
I told you that a million times. That's the truth. The only thing I didn't tell you is it's not in the portal. And again, if I wanted to lie to you, I would have just photoshopped something. Instead, I'm fucking telling you over and over and over again. It's
No, but you're just too lazy to do that. So
only in my medical charts, and I will not share my medical charts. I fucking said this 100 times. It's only in my medical charts, and I will not send my medical charts.
Calm down.
First off,
No, I'm in the middle of a goddamn fucking anxiety attack. I'm in the middle of.
he's getting defensive because he just got fucking cucked. He's so happy that he got an out though with this fucking bullshit whole thing that like, oh, you must have thought you had it.
I don't have to fucking calm down.
Stop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just listen.
No, just keep going. Let it go. Let it rock. Let it ride.
Wings. Don't talk. Go on mute.
You most likely have the cancer, right? But you haven't done through all the steps, so you can't say you have the cancer or not, right?
No.
Exactly.
And I find it very hard to believe, and I'm not willing to disbelieve
It's
that 3
fine,
doctors
Boogie.
who
Stop
diagnosed
freaking
you,
No, that's why it fucking
none of them
sucks.
wanted to put it in the chart.
That's why it fucking sucks. That I'm getting called by all of my favorite fucking creators a liar when I'm not.
He's a 50-year-old man crying live because he lied about cancer. You fucking loser. Holy shit. Oh, it's so funny. I have no sympathy left for this person. What a loser. Fuck you, dude. You lied about having cancer. If you could have came on and be like, yeah, the doctor said I might have it, but the treatment for regular polycythemia is the same, so I might have the cancer, but there's no reason to confirm because I'm older and the test is like kind of aggressive and like whatever. There's nothing wrong with saying that and passing. This motherfucker's on Twitter. Like, I have cancer. He knew what he was doing the whole fucking time. He doesn't believe he has cancer. He hopes he has cancer. Of course, he hopes he has anything that could give him fucking, sympathy. But at this point, who gives a fuck? I'm disappointed that he doesn't have cancer. How about that? Fucking sucks to suck. This is stupid. Fucking crybaby. Fuck you. All right? You're a fucking worm. It's pathetic. Lying about cancer. Gross. Just a nasty thing to do. Just a gross thing to do. What kind of a person are you? Fucking pathetic. He doesn't deserve any of the charity. Sympathy plays. People are giving him options. He would have, like, people are giving him excuses and reasons, and he's picking up on them. He's like, yeah, that could be that. Oh, yeah. Fuck out of here. Thank you so much for the $2 from Koffel. Wings is killing Boogie more than polycythemia.
Fucking lying.
You lied 1.5 years ago about a diagnosis.
No, I didn't, because he fucking told me.
He told me.
He fucking told me I have cancer, goddammit. It's in my fucking medical charts. My brother's fucking seen it.
My brother saw it.
Lie. My girlfriend sat there while he fucking said it.
Your girlfriend couldn't even tell us what doctors you went to. I don't believe anything that you're saying. You put your girlfriend on, and they're like, oh, so what doctor? Oh, I don't even know. He goes to like a lot of doctors. I wasn't really paying attention. This woman that supposedly loves you can't even like listen to your shit. Like, what do you? I just don't believe that. I just simply do not believe that. Oh my god.
My brother's seen my medical charts. My friends have taken me to fucking visits where they took my.
Well, I mean, he's a doctor in Arkansas. Like, what is that's basically a McDonald's worker in New York. You know what I mean?
Fucking blood.
Same education.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Now we got to why we can't see the records. It's fine. Just calm down.
Because it's a lie.
Wings, what he just said is you probably do have cancer. No. You just needed more tests.
Doubtful.
It's fine. Nope. You jump the gun. I know how this works. I'm a YouTuber too. You jump the gun, you rush, you make a mistake.
No. Not in something like this. This is very clearly he did this for additional attention. He sensationalized the diagnosis in a very meaningful public way for attention. I don't believe this is just a mistake because you have a history of reporting on things that in a breaking news capacity and get them wrong. Like, obviously, this is not the same thing.
Everyone knows the old man that I accused of being a fucking pedo. I fucking had to eat crow on that. You jumped the gun, you rushed, you made the video. Like every YouTuber makes mistakes like this. This is crazy how this played out, but I know you.
No, this is more than just a mistake. This is obviously intentional. There's no fucking way. Like if anybody else went to the doctor and had this, like there's no fucking way. I'm not gonna make some meaningful video. All right, and if you were, you'd be like, okay, guys, I had the markers for this. Like, let's say I decide I wouldn't do this but let's say I did decide to make like a video, and I had polycythemia or polycythemia vera, and I went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah. I'd make a video and say, hey guys, listen, I got back to the doctor, I have some upsetting, concerning news, and I want to just make a video talking about it to vent publicly, even though I probably wouldn't do this. The doctor says I might have cancer, polycythemia vera. It is, his words, the Animal Crossing of cancer, right? Not that big of a deal, but it still sucks to hear that I have it, but I also might not. I might have just regular polycythemia. The markers are the same. The confirmation test of getting a bone marrow transfer, bone marrow biopsy. I just don't want to do it because it's going to hurt. And the doctor said the treatment's going to be the same anyway. I'm a 50-year-old man. It probably doesn't matter. And that's pretty much it. Right, like, I would do that. I wouldn't go and tell people for sure I had cancer, blah, 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 blah. And, like, this motherfucker's going on talking about how he's having bad cancer days, and then he goes and admits that he has, like, a fucking nothing. He's had 2 nothing cancers before. That's what those, like, his words are. Like, he's had 2 fucking, basically, fucking child's toy cancers. So, why does anybody believe anything he's saying? Thank you for the $2 from GD. Boogie has tragically passed away. It wasn't cancer. Okay. Thank you for the $8 from Enough Said. Mr. Papa Gut, sir, worth mentioning that Boogie's timeline for dating Desi 2 means she couldn't be in the room when he was diagnosed. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even think about that.
I know as soon as the doctor told you it might be this, you had a panic attack and you rushed to the internet to tell them. I know this. Based on everything you told me, I pieced this together right away. I know you will.
I don't believe any of that.
Enough.
He's never said wait. He says we are treating you for this cancer.
But it's not in your portal. He's not putting it on your portal.
I understand. It's my understanding. And Muda's daddy doctor or whoever, the doctor that was on here earlier, confirmed, the treatments are pretty much the same. You do the same thing. You monitor the red blood cell count. You try to bring it down. You give the medications and treatments that bring it down. When it gets high enough, your blood they fucking literally take your blood. You can go donate it. We've done all of these things. We are treating me for the cancer, whether I have it or not. I guess maybe when
there you go. That's whether you have it or not. Your doctor thinks this is a possibility, so they've been treating it.
Everything that you showed us isn't treating you for cancer. They're treating you for an overabundance of red blood cells, which they haven't wrote down. They even put the CPAP machine.
They're treating you for an abundance of poop.
And you they put sleep apnea. I understand all.
Guys, I might have cancer in my butthole. I got to go to the butthole cancer doctor. Nobody at 50 gets routine butthole colonoscopies. Just me, though. Guys, you have to listen to what I'm saying right now, okay? I have to go to the doctor every 3 months. No, wait, every month. Hold on. I can't keep my 2 days straight with what I'm saying because I'm just rambling. Because I have such serious medical issues. Wait, hold on. Everybody that has, like, anything wrong with them, goes to the doctor every 3 months? Okay, now it's a month. Oh, wait, hold on. Incredible.
But what you told us, the information you've given me.
That's how you treat it. That's how you treat it.
The information you've given me, they don't know what they're looking for. And they're putting you on general medicines that fix the red blood cell problem.
Yes, because with this cancer, you can't attack it directly. Chemo isn't a thing you do for this thing unless it turns into leukemia. That's my explanation of it.
That's very rare, by the way.
Right, exactly. 5% after 10 years, 10% after 20. What normally kills somebody with this is something I'm already high risk for, which is stroke and heart attack.
Here's the next step, Boogie. Here's the next step. Here's the next step. The next step is you do that bone marrow test study, and you do your prostate study.
Yeah, first we're going to do the ass cancer thing because it's the most obvious one, and we have signs of it.
You're getting... I don't care. You're getting a routine prostate exam. I don't care if he does have anything. Who cares anymore? Nothing he says matters. He's a liar. Lying about everything. This guy gets any boo-boo he has, he sensationalizes it. I got a paper cut. I was attacked by a sharp blade. Enough is enough. It's like fucking ridiculous. I was yelled at. I was told I have to keep watching because apparently there's a big fight. Let's go.
You need to do that, but
no. If your doctor says you have ass cancer, you don't tell us on the show. You don't tell anyone. You keep it to yourself until you get
right.
3
show us your ass.
Different confirmations,
and then I probably won't even share it. Then
don't share it unless it's on your fucking portal.
I mean, even then,
don't
even
share
then,
it.
Because here's the thing, Boogie. You guys
50-year-old man learns what it's like to be a person for the first time.
Okay, we've admitted that PV isn't in your medical charts, right?
Yes. I guess.
Yes. But you said your brother saw it on the medical chart. So what the fuck?
It is in the medical charts. It's not on the portal. I don't know why it's not on the portal.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Because then you could just show the medical charts. You would just confirm the medical charts instead of the portal to them. You could have done that. There's no way. There's no way.
There's several other things that we've discussed. None is not on the portal.
It's not in the medical.
So
charts
now,
either.
so now he's saying it's in the medical charts. Okay, great.
But then apparently the brother has seen it.
It's not there. I'd make that call right now. It's
No,
not
my
there.
brother staked his reputation.
What's most
Well, your brother's reputation is dumb, and you're stupid. So
likely there? What's most likely there is a packet of papers, and this packet of papers
probably in there, there's a note that says like, this guy's really fucking annoying, and he smells.
are like where like the register.
Oh, video's off screen, guys. Don't even worry about it. The video is not off the screen. Don't even worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, dude. Relax.
Nurse is pulled.
We're gonna live.
Information about it.
Diagnosis.
Yeah, information.
Correct.
About
Thank you for the $10 from what is that? Schmiegeldorp? Do you remember back in the day when you were constantly sent the video of the red bird that went? Yes, I remember the red bird video that drove me crazy. Yes. Thank you.
About it, yeah. Because it was a possibility.
That's what I'm saying in the paper.
Yeah, Wings,
Let's
you're right.
go
It was a
there.
possibility. They give him paperwork.
Yeah.
He shows the paperwork to his brother, right, and asks questions about it, but nothing's been confirmed. That's where these problems happen.
I don't believe any of that.
But again, here's the confirmation though. For the last 2 years, I've been spending a shitload of money to make sure that I don't get a stroke or fucking heart attack from a blood clot, which is how this fucking cancer kills somebody. So yeah, maybe it will turn out that it's polycythemia secondary and not polycythemia vera. It doesn't matter. The disease still fucking kills you. We need to figure out why it's happening. And like the doctor that
too far
on here earlier said, there are other cancers that can cause polycythemia. And that's one of the things we're worried about. So again, my doctor has now shifted. I don't know what markers he's seeing. I don't know. I just know he says it's time to look for other cancers. Let's start with the blood test. And then I said, what about the bone marrow test? He goes, it's unnecessary.
You're looping. You're looping. We were just saying the same thing.
What did he say? What? Why would he get the bone marrow thing? What?
Okay, let me tell you a secret, Blake, that's going to help you out here. See, you don't know how to read your pathology test. We just had a doctor here that could read pathology tests.
My brother.
More than happy.
I know, my brother.
An actual doctor. Your brother's not a medical doctor.
He can still read it. He's a practicing epidemiologist.
Right, but we had a guy that was a practicing medical doctor here that could
Anybody can
easily
read it. Doesn't mean that they can interpret it the right way.
your pathology test and tell you what's going on with you.
Yes, I have a doctor that does that already. I have
Use your resources.
I have three doctors right now already.
Boogie, because you've already shared this, if you do get confirmation and it is in your portal and you have paperwork, show the internet. Don't play around. You've already shared this. All right. Once you get like real confirmation,
I will share it privately with you and only you.
As far as I know, it's so bad that he has just blatantly lied about all of this.
I haven't blatantly lied about a single goddamn
You lied about literally everything.
thing.
4 days ago, I can see this policy.
4 days ago,
polycythemia vera in my
did
portal.
lie about
4
that.
days later,
You
that I did lie
that's a big lie.
That I did lie about. Yes, I panicked.
I haven't lied about anything. Well, yeah, except for that.
And I lied about it there.
Yes.
I
Okay.
panicked.
Thank you for admitting
years ago,
that.
you had a diagnosis. Now we're just trying to identify a different version. So
Yes, because I know
that
that it's in my medical charts because my brother has seen it.
So why don't you just show the medical charts? Why wouldn't you be like, okay, I'll show it to you guys later. I have to go to the actual medical charts for my doctor.
My brother saw
You just said it's not in your medical charts.
No, I said it is. My brother just said it is. Jordy said he doesn't believe it is. I believe it is. Look, listen, regardless of whatever lie you think I told, and yes, I did lie.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Jordy said he doesn't believe it is. I believe it is.
You believe it is? Wow. Do you believe it is or is it? Those are two different things.
Look, listen, regardless of whatever lie you think I told, and yes, I did lie. I panicked during that last episode.
I know you did. I could see it when you were saying it. You're like, is
Yeah, he panicked because he got caught in a lie.
it right here? I'm like, no, it doesn't, Boogie. Come on.
But I'm telling you right now, hand to God, on my fucking life.
Oh, don't bring God into this. Get out of here.
My hand to God, save me.
Like anybody's going to believe
Let me
that.
finish a
Don't bring up the
fucking
Lord
sentence.
into it.
Let me finish a
Get out of here. You're
sentence.
so offensive.
Okay, on Satan's name then, whatever you fucking pray to. I don't fucking know. I'm
Okay.
saying on my dog's fucking life.
On Alibaba's name. You know, I just ordered something off AliExpress. I'm looking forward to it. That was irrelevant to this segment. Let's move on.
For 2 years, I have believed I have cancer. Sitting right now, I believe I have cancer because I've had a
I don't believe that.
doctor tell me over and over and over again, you have cancer, and he's prescribed medications, and we've done treatments for that cancer.
All right, guys.
Yes, I agree. I have a primary
Guys,
physician.
let's wrap it up.
But he, like Boogie said, you can't apparently treat the actual cancer. You could just treat the symptoms. So you were getting treated for symptoms that aren't necessarily a cancer. Well, aren't, because you just admitted it.
Let's wrap it up. All right, we've solved
Is
the
this
mystery.
it?
All right, Muta, go ahead with final statements.
Okay, let's hear the final
I think
statement.
Boogie's a complete liar, and I don't think he should be on the show. I think if you guys continue to pay him, you're supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about the most wild thing on the show. 100%. No, I feel like if you let Boogie on the show, you are supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about one of the most
Well, I don't think this show necessarily has integrity. So
emotionally destructive things in any society. That's where I'm at least. And it's not just me saying it. It's not just me saying it. I'm sure you can get the same opinion out of Charlie. You get the same opinion out of Coffee.
I can get the same opinion out of anyone, but
yeah, of course. Just don't lie about having cancer.
Muta. This is Lolcow Live. He's
I know, and you know what? It's better to replace him with like Review Tech USA or somebody else is more. Like,
I know, but that's what
there are
Lolcows
limits.
do.
That's it. Well, I mean, there are just certain.
Well, yeah, but they need to milk them. There's nobody. You're never gonna milk anybody worse than this. Like, there's nothing else. Who else would sink so low to be a disgusting fucking trash pile of shit that would fake having fucking cancer like Boogie2988? This worthless piece of shit. Who else would fucking do it? Who else could match just like the level of patheticness that this person is willing to stoop down to. Nobody. There's nobody there. Nobody would. Oh, let me take my shirt off and eat a slice of pizza. Like that's not. There's nothing near the fucking just despicable nature of this fucking piece of shit. So everybody else has a goddamn limit. This guy doesn't. Okay, nobody's showing up for any of their fucking hot takes. All right. They're showing up for Boogie to embarrass himself over and over and over again. And as you push the bar further and further, people get desensitized to what's going on and care less and less about like the fucking degeneracy.
Limits that people have. All right. And I mean, like, I think for the people watching, like, I see it in the entire, like, I've seen it all day in this fucking chat. People have been pissed. They've super chatted about that. It is a fucking travesty to see the chat react this way.
Wait, let me respond. Boogie, you sit there and help yourself and be quiet right now, and let me actually talk about this. If it was fucking black and white, Muta, where like the guy came out and said like I have fucking ass cancer and he just doesn't have it, fine. But his doctor thinks he probably has this. And
no, I doubt that that's true. What this is this is a good lie. This is an okay lie. What it is, and every lie has a center of truth, right? So like in this case, he probably has polycythemia or the markers for it, so they're treating it. And that's pretty much it. So Boogie decided to take that and sensationalize it. So he has a fallback, and now everybody is falling. Well, not everybody, but his friends are falling for the fucking crybaby piss boy story that he always goes to, where he runs and pleads for sympathy. Oh, I'm just a stupid guy. I interpreted it wrong, or it's in my chart, or it's in this. My brother saw it. My girlfriend saw it. Okay, she hasn't looked up from her iPad in like 3 hours. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no way. And people fall for it. All right, people always fall for it. In Boogie's life, they always fall for the fucking sympathy game. That's why he's the way he is, because he's good at being manipulative. He's good at playing stupid. He's good at being manipulative. He commits to it. He commits to being manipulative. That's what makes him better at it. Because most people would feel fucking embarrassed and ashamed of themselves if they ever went this far. Not him. He doesn't care. Because guys, it made him a few $1,000s this month. Guys, instead of the $2,000 I made this month for showing up for a 3-hour podcast, I made $4,000 or $5,000. Wow, cool, great stuff, man. That's where you're willing to sink a 50-year-old man doing this kind of shit. Incredible.
And he jumped the gun and made that YouTube video. That's how this whole fucking thing.
That just shows me he's even worse than I imagined, because he's out there literally waiting to like fucking clickbait the fact that, oh shit, I've got cancer written somewhere in the paperwork. Better fucking make a video about it.
Yeah, because he wants to have cancer. He wants to be a victim. He's looking for it. He hopes that every bad thing that happens to him that will, keep him alive long enough to profit off of it.
The same as your typical I fucking have cancer scammer who makes a GoFundMe. This is gray. We're dealing with him. It's gray.
I just think like if you guys are gonna let him on, it's more insulting even to you guys as like fucking friends in this situation. Me and Boogie, we're never gonna be friends. That's never gonna happen, and that's fine. Trust me, never was looking forward to it anyways. And by the way, it's funny that like you said you haven't watched my content for years, but you watched the Keffels one, which is literally 2 months old. So another fucking lie detected right there.
No, what I'm saying is,
anyway,
I had to watch that one for the show. Because we talked
to watch that one for the show. Okay, so
but I thought you said that you liked his content.
Several other people. But I scanned yours.
Why did you say it at the time? Because Boogie will make an assumption on me and say that I'm a rage baiter, and I haven't done that.
In the middle of a fucking panic attack, it's kind of hard to.
Oh, now I was in the middle of a panic attack, guys. He wasn't having a panic attack. He was panicking. Panic attacks are different. Panic attacks are like a very intense, like your heart beats, you can't even talk in a lot of these instances when you have like a legitimate panic attack. This guy was just panicking and being upset. Now it's a panic attack though, because what are we doing? We're taking things that are happening, panicking, and we're sensationalizing them. Panic attack. Okay? This guy would fart and say he shit his pants. This is where we're at. This is who he is as a person. This is core, fundamentally who he is as a person.
Whatever, cool. It's another manipulation tactic, because you'll cry on this camera. You'll cry on the camera when Keem and everyone else is talking to you. When I put the heat on, then you flip to this.
I haven't cried. When the fuck have I cried?
What are you talking?
You were just crying before.
About 15-20 minutes ago, you were in tears.
I have no memory of that.
I have no memory of that. He has a memory of that.
Your emotions, your manipulation, it flips on a dime. Doesn't work on me. I've dealt with tons of people like you in the past.
I have no memory.
I cut them out of my life.
I have no memory. I have no memory, guys.
On the show, you are 100% one of the worst people to be on the internet. These guys put their reputation on the line.
Yeah,
one of the worst.
That's out of your fucking mind. Destiny alone is worse than me. The person who can see this right now has defended.
Destiny's not worse than Boogie. At least you can respect somebody like Destiny, because like he's an intelligent person, even if he's like immature about some of his takes and non-empathetic. Which, yeah, sure, is problematic, but at least he has, like, value to society, because he's still a decently smart person. You're just a fucking piece of shit that fakes cancer. Like, holy fuck. Like, there's just nothing, like, how much lower can you go? I just don't know.
He's defended rapists.
Who is he? What is he talking about? What is he saying? What words is he uttering? What rapist has he defended?
And I didn't lie. Here's the fucking thing.
Who are we talking about? Like, what do I not know?
I still have cancer.
Like, he's been friends with pieces of shit, but defended rapists. What are we talking about? Just tell me who.
I still have.
You talking about Mr. Girl? I mean, that was an interesting arc. Like, yeah, that shows the immaturity where he's willing to talk to people for content that are scumbag pieces of shit. Sure, there you go. That's something to criticize for sure.
Cancer. I still have cancer. I still have cancer. Right? At the end of the day, the lie was it wasn't.
You have him on here again.
But I still have cancer. I still have cancer. But I still have cancer. I still have cancer. But I still have cancer. But I still have cancer.
Boogie, please stop.
One minute. Okay, I had to get rid of them for a second.
Okay.
Wings, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure that Boogie cares a lot about rapists. I'm sure that's like his biggest worry. You're faking cancer. I just feel like if you're willing to fake cancer, you probably don't really care about anybody else, because you're sympathy begging for you're sympathy baiting for attention. So if you're faking cancer, I don't think that you have the empathy to care for fucking like anybody. What are you talking about? You're a very selfish piece of shit.
God.
I think Mood is being very unfair with this because there's a good chance.
Oh, but he was supposedly molested. I just don't believe it. I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. I don't think that's unfair. I don't give a shit if that upsets people. He's a fucking loser.
That Boogie might have the cancer. He just doesn't have it documented. In Boogie,
like, how many times does this guy have to lie about something? Like this one's different though. No, actually, in this instance, he lies about like everything else, but in this instance, you know, we just did a thing last week or 2 weeks ago where this guy was fucking did the crypto scam and lied about how he didn't realize it was a scam. Like, okay,
he wants to like lie to cover up lies.
NFT or whatever.
Like the whole thing. Oh, it's not on my portal. It's on my medical chart. That's not going to happen. You're not going to go to 3 doctors and get 3 diagnoses, and none of them update the portal with your diagnosis. Especially when it's usually updated within minutes of something happening. It's usually automated. My wife had diabetic acid ketosis in January of this year, and I was sitting in the emergency room with her, and as the blood work was coming in, it was hitting her portal, and I could see her blood work right then and there. It's not something that takes days or to update it. The systems are almost.
I mean, no, the system could take a little bit of time to update. It depends on how good they are about entering information into the system. But he could have had this information prepared. I just don't believe it's on there. It's just doubtful.
Automated at this point. I just feel like Boogie himself, he spends too much effort in lying, and he's ready to like 1 foot in the grave. Let's take the plane and nosedive it anytime a problem actually arises. Yep. If he was just honest right at the beginning of it, we could have worked through this. And I think we should still work through this and get his bone marrow test done, even if Local has to pay for it, because it's better to know than to just wonder and just
torture him, get his bone marrow,
continually to lie over and over again.
I'm put in a really shitty situation.
That's the company you keep.
Put your messy brain thoughts out there.
Wings, there's so much pressure on me to kick him off the show. Like, first of all, I'm like against this cancer culture shit. And like, I don't see it.
Cancel culture or cancer culture?
Black and white, like, this is some scammer out there.
No, you're never going to kick him off the show. This is what pulls views into the show. We know this is the content strategy is to do shit like this. So like, part of this is probably sensationalized for that. I wouldn't doubt it at all. All right. So nobody's falling for the pretend. I might have to kick him off the show. Nobody believes that.
They're like trying to con people.
There's literally no show without Boogie. Boogie's probably the most important person in the show because he's willing to embarrass himself and berate himself like a fucking clown more than anybody else is.
That he has cancer. I see it as fucking stupid, mentally ill, fucking Boogie.
If anything, when this podcast does inevitably end, Wings has like an opportunity to redeem himself because he looks good by comparison. He looks reasonable. So if this guy actually engaged in like some fucking effort for a content strategy, he could pull through it, everything. He's the only one that like, I mean, Keystar doesn't need any money, so that's pretty much it.
Who always loves to be a fucking victim, who can't help himself from telling white lies constantly, right?
It's not a white lie. Faking cancer is not a white lie.
Right. Hey, you have the indicators that it could be this cancer, and without any confirmation, runs to the internet and tells them.
Okay, so if you're acknowledging he's a liar, then yes, that just makes sense. He lied about it.
That's how I say. I don't see it as like fucking.
Here's some pro Boogie rhetoric right here for you. Boogie didn't start a GoFundMe. Boogie didn't ask anybody to pay for his cancer. He made a video that made like $120 out of 250,000 views. So it wasn't very, very monetized, if at all, right? And like for the most part, yeah, there have been issues where he's like, "Oh, my cancer, this cancer." Yeah, he tried to use cancer to get out of like a episode with me and Tommy one week.
Bro, who was telling us that he was saying he had a bad cancer day
or some shit like that? I don't see him as using it as a way to make money. And there's
how's this guy trying to get out of work? He works like 2 days a week.
Still a good chance he has it. He just hasn't done all the tests needed to do it. But there's also that chance he does the test and it comes back he's never had it at all, and he just had a really bad case of sleep apnea.
I don't want to fire him. I don't want to kick him off the show.
Oh, he's left. Okay, they left. All right, cool. We could be done with this. I thought they were still going. My bad. All right, cool beans. Is there something here that we need to look at? Of course, the internet a lot about cancer. However, for the last 2 years, I've been treating symptoms of the cancer, blood test medications. We still have one test left to verify. Blah 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 blah. For now, I don't give it. This what is in here that we're supposed to care about? Do we even care about reading this?
I thought you had a goal. Remember this guy? I just shove it in every fucking hole I have. So who am I really mad? Tonight at 6 p.m.
Am I supposed to read this tweet? According to the internet, I lied about cancer. However, for the past 2 years, I've been treating symptoms of that cancer, blood tests, medications, and so much more. We still have one test left to do to verify which cancer it is. You said it was polycythemia vera. Okay. For now, we have been treating the polycythemia vera. They've been treating polycythemia, maybe, which is the cancer that they told me that I have. They didn't tell him that they have doubtful. My brother has seen it in the medical charts. Then show us the medical charts. My girlfriend at best and best friend have been present when the doctor spoke of it. Your girlfriend came onto the show for a little bit and couldn't even tell us what doctors you go to. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't love you. She's obsessed with an iPad. Again, she has too much anxiety to walk into a Walmart. Incredible that you're dating a child. Not because of her age, because she's a fucking child. Okay? She's an iPad kid. That's where I'm at right now. Sorry if that's mean, but you're dating a fucking iPad kid. We are now doing more tests to confirm the polycythemia vera or determine if there's a second cancer present. Ooh. We're starting with a colonoscopy, which is routine when you're 50, by the way, to see if there's a cancer present there. As I've shown signs that prostate cancer is present. Wow, would that be a hell of a present? I was panicked when my doctor told me I had cancer 2 years ago, and when I was in a vulnerable state, I shared that long before I should have. Vulnerable state, guys. It was a stupid, stupid thing to do. I should never have jumped the gun like that. I have never done a GoFundMe. Okay, so apparently Nicholas Diorio has showed us him talking about how he's never done a GoFundMe and then doing a poll asking if he should do a GoFundMe because of Moist Critical. So that's incredible stuff. I have never asked my audience for money to treat cancer. You constantly complain about medical bills, and that is, you're using those medical bills to justify scamming your fans. I never have and never will. In fact, in my years as a YouTuber, I've donated and helped raise tens of thousands of dollars to St. Jude's Research Hospital to help people suffer with cancer. I don't think that's true, and I don't care. My father, that he said molested him, died of cancer. My best friend from childhood died of cancer. My friend John Cena, wow, where is he? Sorry, Total Biscuit died of cancer. That's so sad that you would lie about having cancer for these people that died in your life. Cancer is not something that I would ever lie about. I disagree. But I should have waited for the final test to be done and not just repeated what my doctor had to say that day. I don't believe your doctor said that. I'm sorry that I ever spoke of it, and moving forward, no matter what happens, I will not speak of it publicly. Incredible. I consider this a closet. Okay, what did you say? Papa Got Boogie uses diagnosis and being told interchangeably like donation and pledge. Don't you get the colloquialism? No, I don't. I don't understand. I'm stupid as fuck. I consider this a closed matter, and now will make sure it remains a private battle that is shared only with my closest loved ones. Wow. I'm sorry for those hurt or offended by either rumors that have floated around or by my actions when I spoke too early about my non-existent cancer. I had to make sure I added that into there, of course. Of all the mistakes and fuck-ups I've ever made in my life, this was the one that will haunt me to the bitter end, as it should. I'm genuinely sorry. So you have the cancer because your doctor told you, but you're still sorry to us for... That doesn't make any sense. If your doctor told you that you had the cancer, then you wouldn't be sitting here doing a walkback. This is fucking the whole thing. None of this makes sense. He lies about everything. I don't give a shit anymore. Enough of this is fucking stupid.
That...
What is
well,
this?
You remember about 3 weeks back I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer? Turns out I got a rare blood cancer.
By the way, this cancer, by his words, Animal Crossing cancer.
Called polycythemia vera, which basically makes your body produce too many red blood cells. And in
maybe
terms
maybe that's what's coming out your ass.
of the clarity that I referred to earlier, I've known about this for a little over 6 weeks. That it was a probability, though I just got my official diagnosis.
He said he has an official diagnosis. How many years ago is this? There's no fucking way. This guy's so full of shit. Everything's just rewriting history. This guy's such a scum fucking loser.
But I hope it gives you an idea of why I've been so worried about my money, why I've been so worried about my career.
He's not really so worried. He's not worried about his money or his career. He doesn't do any effort to do any of these things.
About my future, why I've done some of the things I've done and said some of the things I've said. maybe I should have led with this before I asked people to watch my videos or become channel members or whatever. I don't know. This felt
Those are trans BBCs, by the way.
very private at the time,
Wow.
but it doesn't feel private anymore, so I'm sharing it.
Great. Okay, enough of this guy.